encounters outside of this rapidly constructed palisade. Um, it seems like you are beating feet away from where
What
you've been
what happened
beaten.
with that other dude who came out but did not come down?
Which guy?
Guy.
He's still up there on the
What's
map.
his deal?
Where is that? Sorry, okay. I do not see a thing there.
He's
You don't see a
up
guy
by
where
the
we're
door
pinging?
to the palisade. He's probably left over and just not brought down.
Oh, yeah, I see that guy. Okay, he was. He's gone because I couldn't see him because there was a dead corpse there that I just moved to the GM lair, so he was obscured because of that. So he doesn't exist.
It's weird that like there's a giant blunt there by the front gate. I wonder who left that there.
Part of scenery.
This is scenery, Bob.
So you guys have wrapped up a series of encounters outside of this palisade now.
Look who decided to join us.
It's
like I said, I was canonically doing the rear guard activities.
We're in a hole. We're in a hole.
It's well past the middle of the night or the middle of the night now.
Canonically
What
doing
are your
something with your
plans?
rear. So I think we should reach a tactical retreat and find a safe place to rest, as we have no resources left.
And to recap, we stormed this gate because this is where the fires are that Pipe Rifle murdered all those people by sending them into.
They're fine.
They're not.
This
fine.
is where the main fire is. This is where the main fire is. Yeah, the signal fire.
This is one of the guys that Pipe Rifle sent to his death.
Aside from the e-hole,
he lived a full life.
Pranking people. Did we actually do it?
Probably a slower, more painful death than getting aced by an Eldritch Blast to the forehead.
Okay, all right. Sure, all right, we can run and rest. I was just curious if we had like another tactic about how we're gonna get in afterwards, but
we'll figure it out.
About it is.
So I will. So okay, so you
There's a
guys
million
take
bad
off
guys. There's a million bad guys in there, and we don't have any spell slots left.
No, I hear you.
Joel and I don't.
About to die.
Okay.
It's certainly more things than we can get on our own right now.
But I guess my question was
need
more: do we have a plan once we have spell slots? Because I thought there were like 60 guys in there or something ridiculous.
Perhaps a more stealthy approach.
Stealth.
We'll figure it out.
I suggest stealth.
I'm sure you do.
Just suplex the man into space.
Are you gonna stealth through that gate next to the being flaming sinkhole?
Yeah, I think just sort of stealth right up there and
gonna get distracted
stealth
by the
our way
giant
in.
blind.
There you
Check
go.
your camo index.
Love it when a plan comes together. Oh no.
Oh no, what's happening?
We're
Who's this?
the other map just had the edge of the palisade. I think this is the full palisade.
Cher lives in the Palisades in Clueless.
Maybe, yeah. As if.
Hashtag icon.
Sorry, do you mean the blessed vehicle that brought the world Paul Rudd? Clueless?
Was that really like one of his first? I know he was there, but I really don't know where that was in the career.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna go look now while we're waiting for map stuff.
Well,
I'm very curious.
Now we have to find out about Paul.
Tell me about the Paul. Acting debut in a 92 television drama.
Yeah, that dude definitely was probably starting a soap opera or something.
Wild Oats in 94. Rudd left Sisters in 95 to appear in the film Clueless.
There you go.
So yeah, that was his hop from TV no one has ever heard of. He played FBI agent Ian Curtis in Benny Chan's Hong Kong action film Gen Y Cops. from 2000.
I don't think that's real.
I need to find that.
That sounds fake.
Then he was Phoebe's husband for a while on Friends. Next, after Friends, appeared in several episodes of Reno 911. Like, it's crazy to me that he was not a huge star then. That was just like another comedian. Like, it's kind of crazy. Because I was just watching those too.
He was in Wet Hot American Summer as well, which is the most important role. He was in Wet Hot American Summer before Friends.
Oh shit. Yeah, they don't have that in his wiki, but yeah, that would be in there somewhere.
I'm gonna write in my journal.
Oh, right in the journal.
I'm gonna go write my journal. It's
pipe?
journal. I'm sorry I'm not smart like you.
What?
On the other map, I don't see where your stupid character is.
It was with everybody else. Maybe in a tree. I like hiding in trees.
I think above the battlefield, probably.
Oh, that's
He was in the hole.
Just flying around.
There you
Pipe rifle is not canon.
They did a human
We could
torpedo.
send Pipe Rifle to scout out the encampment by flying over it, but his flight will expire when his rage ends.
I was gonna say that
I just like the pipe rifle.
I better not find anything I like.
Oh,
by the way.
we're gonna have to have Glojo
Just pepper him with
Pipe
arrows.
Rifle with arrows.
Slightly less.
Keep his rage active so he can continue to fly over the thing.
But if I take too much damage, it may trigger another wild surge effect. So please be careful. Only hit me in non-essential. Yep.
Well, I won't.
Listen, no plan is perfect.
I won't put Hunter's Mark on you. It makes you feel better.
The guy. Are we?
What are we doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
If we're currently set up outside this palisade, I send my owl up the wall and above this encampment to a little bit of reconnaissance.
Yeah, and are we assuming we went and took a long rest and came back, or are we resting right outside the gate?
Yeah, I think currently we just haven't left. I mean, I hope we didn't take a long rest outside the gate because that sounds like a bad idea.
No, you just haven't really left yet.
If we haven't left yet, I would like to get that we have this nice big map here, an aerial view of Palisade. So I want to see what my owl can see of encampment from 100 feet above me.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure it's going to be great.
This is what's still the middle of the night.
Yes. That's not what I wanted to do.
Your owl briefly unmakes reality. Everybody snaps back to reality, looking at each other. That just happened?
Back
Everything moved
a little bit.
A couple of squares to the left for a second.
I think he just shifted the fog of war away a little bit.
Possibly the whole Earth. Who knows? Whatever this planet is.
Coral, maybe? Yes.
All right, so you pop your owl up and you get a pretty good look at the encampment. It looks fairly abandoned.
And this is still is this immediately after the last combat we had?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, I assume so because we didn't go and rest anywhere.
Okay. So
I think we probably should leave, but we might as well try to get some intel here. We do, and also not stand in the middle of the fucking path of the thing. Let's at least get around the. Oh,
what's happening?
Why are you going inside the campfire?
Jesus.
Well, when I grab my guy, something is weird is happening.
Wow.
When I pull him down, the whole map starts moving up in the opposite direction, like I'm drawing back a bow. And the guy comes with me when I move it. Holy
Click your
shit,
middle
where's-
mouse wheel once.
I don't think so. No, this is
I've
like
got,
only when I grab him. All my commands are fine, but when I grab my token, everything flips the fuck out. I was trying to move him to the right to get off the road. Here's what happens. The whole map starts moving to the right, and Lexi gets sort of slowly dragged to the left. I can't do it to the left. Jesus. I seriously can't pull him down any further. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck is happening now.
Reload the fucking screen, dude. Just hit reload.
All right.
Wow.
Let's see. Could be
So-
gremlins. You don't know.
All right. So pipe
Oh,
rifle
I get
is
shot by this guy.
Okay. I can move again.
pipe
Jesus.
rifle is now. He's coming down off of whatever fucking wizard high he was on. From
Oh, right. That's what was
This
happening.
wizard high.
I was
He
doing a
is-
chitty
he
chitty
is-
bang bang up in the sky, just sort of sputtering around for a minute. Now I'm back.
While you were starting around, you noticed that there were a couple of towers inside the camp.
Tall are these towers?
They're only about like 6 feet higher than the wall itself, providing a little bit more of a viewpoint.
And the wall
there were-
is
wall, I believe we established, is only about 10 feet high. It's a quick palisade. It's not a permanent fortress. They just chopped down a whole lot of trees and built a fortress from it. You see a camp area over here.
A word.
that guy go.
Not supposed to be there.
What the hell?
I don't remember that guy was. You see an ogre and what looks to be like an orc in fairly ornate robes with a fancy hat in a camp designed for many more people. The number of burning campfires. North of that appears to be a small wooded area with another watchtower. There's a stream flowing in to a pool in the center.
Mhm.
Doesn't look like the pool in the center has an outlet, but it's not really getting any. It's not overflowing despite this stream. The stream is not flowing quickly. There are a large number of crystals arranged around the pool. There's a rise in the ground north of the pool with a large crystal and some blood stains at the top of the rise. The rise is sort of protected from the side with a number of rocks.
There
That
used
is
to be
what
more
we're-
people around this main crystal site.
Don't think so.
But I remember there were like 5 people per bonfire and 5
Yeah,
bonfires.
the last report that I got from the owl was a lot of people in here.
Then over here, you've got over in the upper right quadrant, you've got a pile of bodies.
Oh dear.
Blood, a couple of about 3 people in some cages.
Word.
Oh, I think we figured out where all of Pipe's worshippers went.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at all them goblins. Shit.
Goblin
there's a
dicks.
couple of industrious workers in this area here, and a smashed up cart that looks kind of familiar, actually.
Did
God
Igor's
damn it,
come?
Igor. God damn it, Igor.
Does look like Igor's cart. You're not sure whether it was smashed up or just disassembled. There definitely appears to be a surgical table next to an anvil and a forge and a bunch of tools and implements there. Obviously kept quite sharp.
Damn it, Igor.
So currently no activity here, right?
You see a
Area
number of people around. They're moving around within the area, but they don't have a campfire going or like any kind of large signal fire started yet.
Okay.
So we're kind of approaching like the false dawn hours. It's probably about like 4 a.m. right now. I mean, your owl obviously can't see through tents, but you
Right.
see a number of people sort of moving around incautiously.
Yeah. I don't know how to square of the hypotenuse this, but how far up here can my owl get while staying within 100 feet of me?
Well, staying within 100 feet of you, in order to fly up and be sort of unnoticeable from the people within, like he's not going to hover like 20 feet above this orc, right? He might be able to get to about here and be 100 feet from you.
Okay. Can he see what's going on over here? Is this what? Can he see any more of what's going on over here from where he is right now?
It looks like the two guys here are kind of cleaning things up. They're sharpening some of the implements and sort of tidying the workspaces. This guy's moves back over here. He's taking some stuff and throwing them back on the pile.
My owl see Igor.
You do not see Igor at this time.
He needs his beauty rest. Middle of the night.
That motherfucker better be like.
He's had a long. He's had a long day of being a weird creep.
So if it's what like 4 or 5 in the morning right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long would it take us to get back to that cave from like a map or two ago?
The
most secure nearby location. The one that we took the short rest in before we came here.
You'd have to go back down the highway towards that intersection.
Right.
And then from the intersection, it's about 250 meters of off-road travel. So it might take you about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Moving cautiously. Again, you have run into a number of patrols at this point, so I assume you'd be moving cautiously, he says questioningly.
I mean, hopefully. But that's the closest place that I know of that would be a likely secure location to take a long rest. Don't think we should rest immediately outside the palisade gates. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think we can. We'll have to come back. We'll have to figure out how to come back here, but I don't think we can stay. We need to treat and then try to come back with a plan.
Yes.
Sure.
Or, hear me out, guns blazing. Kick in the door.
Not
Tell them
all of us are
all
gone.
to throw down their arms.
You can do that, Pipe.
All right, let me find some villagers. Make a commence Operation Rotating Shield.
So this bubble, though, doesn't this only happen at night?
Didn't somebody have some kind of magical bubble dome spell that would like protect everybody from everything?
I thought every time we fire that off, it stops working.
Magic was working fine during the combat, so I don't think it's active, right?
Okay.
There's nothing going on in the sky right now.
Right now, no, not at all. So here's kind of the road system that you guys have run into before. You guys were on a campfire over here. You managed to connect to a road that kind of like went like that. This road goes up like there. And
That's what this is. This is a road.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
And so you guys are kind of up here at the palisade, and you can beat back down towards the intersection there.
It's my suggestion, unless anyone else has another idea. We need to rest somewhere, and
I think that's a fine idea.
You're out an approach to the palisade when we're actually at.
I don't see a downside more to doing that than finding another spot. So, like,
Yeah,
either we go
no
in
quantity.
now in a weekend state, or we leave and we give everyone a chance to regroup and like reinforce and figure out. Like, they're like, oh god, everyone in the base is dead. What's going on? Like, so yeah, let's go to the cave then, because you guys are near death.
I don't think we're gonna
So
ride
right
our
now,
wave
yes.
of deception in.
Yeah, so
And, like,
if we're
sneak
gonna
in
long
now.
rest and give hours for them to figure shit out, it doesn't really matter if we add on 3 hours for going to the cave.
Yeah, for safety's sake, I agree. I'll be right back.
All right. Make survival rolls. I think that's it.
What?
Wilderness survival.
Follow the
Oh,
road
me.
back to where the cave was.
So you see whether you can navigate through the wilderness without getting jacked up by patrols.
I rolled a 7.
Well, just gonna lead the way.
Yeah, can we like Glojo lead the way here? Oh, Dole can lead the way.
I mean, rangers typically lead the way.
You would think that.
I've been led to believe.
What is survival +5?
Fucking roach.
I rolled higher than I have hit points.
It's like the best roll you've got in games, dude.
12.
What is
Don't worry about
we
it.
rolling? Let's put in dishes.
Survival.
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 Do we all need to roll separately here?
I would like everybody to roll separately here.
Oh wow, that seems unnecessary, but okay.
Right. So if we roll low, do we step into an onkeg hole?
We'll have to put you down in the night.
Wait, what are we
All very
rolling
bad at
specifically
surviving.
again?
Survival.
Survival.
Ant kegels.
+0. That's a good sign. I'm fine.
Well,
Apparently Nana is very quiet in the night, despite having zero inclination or concern about it. It's
Oh,
just
it's
pretty
almost
pretty
like
quiet.
he's not even here.
Bob Dole also, Luther also very quiet, pushing his way through the branches for a creature of his size. And Quill makes a little bit of noise, but the rest of you are moving fairly quietly and kind of looking back. And well, I assume you're shushing him because you all seem like shushers.
I literally have a
If I'm
+7
being
to
honest.
stealth. I don't understand why this is a survival roll for trying to be quiet.
Because you're moving through the woods.
That's not what survival's for.
It keeps us from getting bitten by snakes and shit, I guess.
So you guys do make it back through the woods to your hidey hole.
Do you identify signs that owl bears live nearby?
no, with bugbears
and bears.
and regular ass bears that just are bears.
Just ass bears with Asperger's. So you made it all the way back to this hidey hole. I assume you're going to spend the night basically in the mouth of the hole and not try to make it back to the siege town, or am I incorrect?
I don't know that making it all the way back to the siege town is a good idea.
Yes,
I'll-
Yeah.
Yeah, I think going back to the cave that we found
we just-
earlier probably makes the most sense.
Someone
Maybe we
who
just
did not
waited
see a
and-
lot of combat and perhaps is at fuller health.
Yeah.
And perhaps is a coward.
Guard,
Should
fine.
All right, so you guys are going to go for a long rest while Adam guards you at the mouth of the tunnel there?
Yeah, you should definitely trust me to keep an eye on things.
keep
I
us
like the
away.
idea of
Will
killing a whole contingent
will
of guards
Liam and
and
Tiny
hiding.
Hut function right now?
Right now it would.
Use it to plug the cave hole. Liam's tiny cave liner.
Can we? I'd like to set one up. Yeah, in the basically doing that, like setting it up. Well, I mean, want it to be super obvious, so want to like draw attention to it, but not. How far back into the cave can we
Does Bill Lehman's tiny hut like excavate it, or what like happens if you put it up in a place that's too small for it?
But I don't think it clips. I don't think it like clips through exactly. It probably just stops if it intersects with a wall or a ceiling. Assume, I don't know.
I'll go with that then. Yeah, you can put it up basically wherever then, and it creates it doesn't excavate the rock or the earth around you, but you can put it up in an area
I mean,
smaller
it's
dimensions than it has.
I mean, it's sort of a long cast time, long duration bubble.
Yeah, that works for me.
I just want to put a bubble up in the cave for us to test in.
A cave bubble as it would be. Okay, so cave bubble goes up. The rest of you go to sleep. Adam remains on watch. Adam, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, I guess I can. And I'm pretty wise, like naturally, so. Oh,
What if I'm looking?
Almost as if you were begging for that result.
well.
Oh, hubris. My name is Mana.
I mean, I've got lots of perception, but
Adam, over the can you make a perception roll now?
I definitely can. Watch, it can't be worse. Literally. Oh my god!
Holy shit, dude.
I mean, at this point, it's kind of come what may. So
I guess
So,
we're never going to let Mana do
I've
this
got nothing
again.
more to say about this.
We're all gonna die.
So Adam, you are on watch. You are not sure what you see while you're watching, but you have a very impactful experience.
I would.
Over the course of the evening. You're left alone for virtually 8 hours because your party is just beat.
Does their
Literally,
tiny hut stay in
figuratively.
place?
The tiny hut stays in place for, I believe,
For 8 hours.
Okay.
So it stays in place around you. But
Okay.
you're trying to watch out of it, but you keep having it's like floaters, but they're bursting in like different colors of lights, colors that you've never even really seen before, would definitely not be able to describe.
Did I smoke that weed in my pocket?
And you're having a very odd time. And you kind of lose track actually of the hours while you're trying very intently to pay attention. You're not sure to what, but you have this sort of like in body, out of body experience, sort of where you like are watching yourself, watching all of this happening. You find it very difficult to actually move. You're able to move, but you just sort of feel very sluggish while you do because of you're sort of almost entranced by what you're seeing around you. And you're pulled out of this trance by stabbing pains in your face as your sinuses are definitely blocked. Can you do a Constitution saving throw now?
Too real.
Adam on
Think real
watch is like
hard.
the little kid that breaks a plate so he doesn't have to wash the dishes anymore.
Yeah, I can. This number could theoretically be lower, but.
Oh my god! I saw it there. I saw it. I saw the die pop 1 second.
It thought about it.
I thought about it. You feel these stabbing pains in your face, but you actually find that they're kind of welcoming. You don't feel like it's an unwelcome pain. It's part of the overall experience that you're having. and the night is over.
Like my skull was giving my face a knife hug.
Yes, that is definitely a way to put that.
We make it through our long rest, Brenner.
You have made it through your long rest. The rest of the party is now beginning to kind of stumble awake. I mean, you had a pretty good rest. It was nice and dark inside of the tiny hut inside of the caves, and Adam was very still.
Hey guys, I
for
didn't
the
see
entire
anything.
evening.
I don't think anything happened, guys.
Good for you.
I'm pretty sure
You've
everything's
awakened.
okay.
It's about noon now. Actually, just a little bit after noon. I don't know if you guys have supplies and anything like that.
That's a basic suppose.
So you're able to basically break your fast around noon. You're back to full strength. Your party is tough and strong. What are you gonna do?
Should get right back in there.
Adult.
You cut out there, mate.
What are you saying?
I was saying we should just go back to where we were and try to get in there, maybe slightly stealthily if we can.
I mean, we did try and stealth it out the first time, and it went horribly wrong.
Well,
I mean,
So yeah, you guys come back now. You're back to sort of the area where the palisade area. One second
and I assume we made it to where we are right now without setting off any alarms.
You're not
This is just
where
up
you are, but this map is more useful for what you're going to
this
do
is-
than the other maps. So
I mean, have you considered the possibility that we might turn around and just wander into the forest?
yes, actually.
Why
Well,
wouldn't-
it's
I love the forest.
I love the trees.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go back to
Over
the
here.
swamps.
yes.
Do
I guess
some
Adam did
little
not try to
wandering.
get his familiar back before we got here.
Nope. we left.
Can you use
searched
your
the
owl
woods
again?
for a rudimentary
That's
brazier,
what happens
but
when you
found
send
nothing.
me to guard and not rest. But yeah.
I mean, we need someone to guard.
And you might as well have been summoning your familiar while you were on watch.
I was watching. Like, it was really hard to like concentrate and protect everyone. I did a really good job. Did anyone die?
It's true.
You said these palisade walls are about 10 feet tall.
Yep.
Is my owl still here?
Probably.
I mean, it's daylight now, right? So you're out
I
seeing the late daylight, right? Is that how that works?
don't think that's how it works.
Pretty sure that's how that works.
I'm pretty sure owls can see. They don't. No sunlight sensitivity in the stat block.
Garlic,
Not a thing.
sunlight,
Owls
frost.
can't cross running water.
It's not in the
throw
stat
down a
block.
bunch of rice. They have to pick. They have to count it all.
Your owl
Can I
is
do an
there,
Arcana
but-
roll to see if that's right? That doesn't sound right. I would like to. I want to fly him over the palisade wall, but I do just want to fly him up into the air so we can see from 100 feet straight up from here. What it can see at least in the immediate area.
Sure.
I don't know if walking in the front door is the right approach, but maybe we might be able to. I feel like we could over a 10-foot. Are there
Yeah.
spikes on the top? This is a spiky palisade.
I mean, it's made up of chopped logs, so it's kind of pointy. It's not designed for like preventing people from climbing over the walls, but you'd almost certainly get spotted by doing so.
I mean, if we did it right here, but like, they're like a back this palisade that was less.
You can see
There-
all
were
of the
there guard-
walls of the palisade. Look around the damn thing.
that big.
Also, when we
Can't you like
approach,
mesmerize a guard at the corner and then we climb walls while they're mesmerized?
we have to explain how we got this close to the wall if it's daytime, because there are guard towers.
You guys are not that close to the wall right now.
Yeah, I
it's
figured
just-
narratively. Yeah. So when we get, maybe we approach
if you
from a
guys
different
walk
side.
up to the front door, you're going to need to explain how you walked up to the front door. But there are other sides to anything because reality is more than one dimension.
Can the owl see every corner? Do we know that there are guard
we know
towers
that
are
there's a stream
are-
going in. We could try and go that route.
Yeah, I was wondering if the guard towers were all occupied.
How deep is the stream?
I like the stream idea.
I think that makes sense to me.
I also like the stream idea.
It's Bob Dole's gonna be like Metal Gear Solid 3, where we're like ascending it, and like Pipe Rifle has to wade through all the people he sent to his death here.
I think we've seen them all. The one guy, that was it. Everyone else went home.
Were they a family?
I mean, you didn't tell them to go home. You told them to go put out campfires.
I know.
Well,
And then these guys probably told them to fuck off, and the spell
Well,
was
I guess
broken.
one suggestion, since we're not actually right in front of the palisade, I think it might use a spell slot to cast Find Familiar in less than an hour. And I guess it will take an hour regardless. So
Wait, what do you want to do?
actually, it may not even be a ritual for you. So I guess obviously we're not going to like skirt around the palisade to get to where the stream is, but like, can we?
So if we go back to like the other, if we take a look back at this map here, it's pretty evident that the circle of cleared trees sort of expands all the way around the palisade wall.
Right.
But
Right, so
we've got
like
a stream coming in.
I mean, and anything within like 100 feet of the palisade walls is has been deforested.
Yeah, it's pretty chopped up. There is a stream coming in from the north, to a pool inside the palisades.
So, in the idea, what happens where the stream is there's still a regular palisade wall there, or what's the setup there?
The stream goes underneath the palisade wall. You can't tell if there is a grate or anything like that on the stream, but given the ad hoc nature of the fortress, maybe there isn't.
The stream's the way to go.
So, I
can
guess there's a question of whether we can get to where that grate would be without being detected, which presumably we can't do in the middle of the day.
Well, why couldn't we give a wide berth?
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
saying
go all the way around the whole thing in the woods. Like you
Yeah.
get to the stream.
That's
in
what
the
we
woods.
That's what we should do. Is
Yeah,
we should
and then
that's-
maybe sneak along the stream in the evening and
probably.
underneath. Yeah.
I mean, seems like the ritual activity is happening evening rather than like in the middle of the day. Is that right, Brenner? From what we've observed so far.
From what you've observed so far, that's the case. Daytime definitely seems to be a lull in the like oppressive spell casting and supernatural nonsense that you've been.
I mean, it is possible that it would be useful to come in here when there's not much going on and things are not sort of on. I mean, I figure the guards are going to be on higher alert when important ritual casting is happening, less so in the middle of the day when there's not much going on.
I mean, I would also assume that whatever they're summoning would probably be at the peak of its power during the night. So yeah, I think we should go in the day.
So if we can get up to where the stream goes through the part of, I assume the stream goes through the part of the forest that has not been cleared, and then like we've got basically this palisade is ringed by trees. It's been cleared out to 100 feet, but there's forest surrounding it beyond that. So we can move through the trees to get around to this northwest side. You can see what the deal, how the stream seems to be, at least at the part where it's still in the forest.
Correct. You can basically circumnavigate the entire Palisades at a wider radius, sticking in the trees. The Palisade basically commands the top of a local hill. Well, this stream actually begins above it and then comes down into the Palisade. So there's a hill slightly to the north of it, and then the area that the Palisade is in is sort of this flatter space at the base of this hill. The hill might provide a good backdrop for the fire like signals or whatever, but it also provides a pretty good view down into the encampment before you guys are ready to attack. It's a gentle stream. It's not super, but from like 250 feet away, you are higher than 10 feet above the wall, so you can kind of like glimpse a little bit in. And there's some activity, even in the daytime.
So I guess
doesn't really appear to be more than you had seen at the early dawn.
So like how deep is the stream? How fast is the water moving? How clear is the stream? Questions that
the stream is pretty clear. Water is not moving quickly at all. Again, there's not a lot of drop between where you are in the forest and where the stream empties into the wall, or empties underneath the wall. It definitely like yeah, it's a fairly clear stream, not a lot of pollutants in it. It's picked up some dirt. I mean, you're in kind of a silty area here near Salt Marsh, so the stream is running kind of dirty.
Right. But we're at what, like 2 p.m. right now?
Yeah, about 2 p.m. by the time you made your way around the camp.
Right, and the tree line ends within about 100 feet of where the palisade wall is.
Right.
Okay, so here's a thought. Recast find familiar. I can cause my familiar to take on a different shape, and I can have it take on the shape of a fish or apparently a seahorse for some reason, or octopus or a crab or another sort of aquatic creature. How deep did you say the stream was?
It's about 4 feet deep, maybe at the deepest. It's not a very deep stream.
Mediator, why don't I summon demons on the other side of the palisade, and that will get everyone riled up, and then we just swim under the stream.
I can hold my breath for 15 minutes, so I could kind of like face down, scuttle down the stream. And
yeah, so I guess how long do we figure it would take us to swim 100 feet?
I was thinking more like Frogman, stealthy crawling with the stream as camouflage when the sun went down.
Right.
I can swim indefinitely underwater at normal speed.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 feet, it's more like we're waiting, is what I'm saying. Like with our heads poking out.
Right, yeah. There actually is a water-breathing ritual spell, but I don't have it because you guys blow up every fucking tent we encounter.
It's tense. Needed to go.
But if we're just going to be sitting here for a while, then I think I would like to.
So, do you want to know swimming rules? Bringer, I looked it up if you haven't.
I'm just looking it up right now. Yeah.
So each foot costs an extra foot, so your speed is halved unless you have
So it's
special stuff
difficult
going
terrain.
on. Yeah, so it's considered difficult terrain.
So you can move 15 feet every 6 seconds. Wow, you can swim fucking fast.
Well, I mean, also if we're just
Holy
using
shit.
but if you have heavy armor on, you're not swimming anywhere.
No one has heavy armor.
Yeah, so 15 feet, you're about 150 feet away. So it'd take you about a minute to do the distance that you need to cover.
So we're not 100 feet away.
Rounding up from inside the tree line.
Well, I mean, I asked
to make my
because
math easier.
That's because I can see through the familiar's eyes, but only at a range of 100 feet. I want to try to swim it, so I can sort of see what the deal is. If there's a grate, or basically what the deal is where the stream intersects the palisade wall.
Probably not be able to do that from the cover.
Bob Dole can water breathe. Just send him there.
Could do that.
But I'm also very not.
Although I don't. Someone else, like the bird or the ranger, could borrow your necklace.
Oh, he's not giving that up.
We're gonna do it with the necklace.
I would give the necklace. I would.
It's
lend
a
someone
necklace
Never getting that back.
necklace of water breathing, and needed for reconnaissance purposes.
And breathing underwater.
I mean, yeah.
Look, I'll use a traditional lizard skill that I picked up. All right, I lay face down, and they think I'm a log, and I float right in there, and I bite them.
Stop talking.
Righto.
Where's best at scouting to take my necklace for now? I will be getting it back.
I mean, it should be Bean, because he has I guess it actually doesn't matter because Bean can cast Pass Without Trace with Key and get his key point back with a short rest, since we're not charging up right away anyway.
Okay.
So, I mean, it should probably still be either Bean or Pipe or Glojo should be the one to go up and investigate the thing if we're not sending a fish up there.
I don't think the fish would learn anything that the owl did.
Well, we're specifically trying to see if there's a grate or space that we can fit through.
I forgot that we weren't
where
even
the
going.
stream meets the palisade.
I take decisive action. I will.
It's our
I will
proposed
swim.
route in.
Yes. I can hold my breath for 15 minutes and swim at regular speed. So I will dip in. I could dip in the behind the tree line, jump in the stream, and zip up there just to see if it actually goes all the way through, and get back probably without having to take a breath. So
We
By
can
the way,
make
there's a grate
get
there.
a Pass Without Trace on. Pipe could probably disable the grate when he's there.
Yeah, you're a giant lizard man. You could rip the grate off.
maybe.
I believe in you.
I mean,
You
you
like
can do
to-
it more than
yeah.
my bird bones can.
Yeah.
Do you want me
Appreciate
to
the
cast
positive
with
way.
Key?
Us, because we can get that slot back more efficiently than.
I mean, it's 2 slots, but yeah.
Right, but like we can get your key points back.
Yep.
And if we're planning on waiting here, there will probably be time for Adam to summon his familiar with a spell slot and get it back
It's cantrip, baby.
on a short rest while.
So I'm giving Path Without
I
Trace
don't know how
to
that-
everyone around me because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
that's a good
for an
idea.
hour, you get a +10 to stealth checks. Pipe.
You're up, Pipe.
Okay.
I
With that brazier
really
going.
love how efficiently Mediator tries to play this game. It is.
It drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah, I would not yeah to the crazy, but a bit. I would recommend like all of the sight lines and distance and everything could have been summed up by asking what you want to do instead of saying I know what I want to do and I know what the rules are, so I need to know the variables. But I get that that's how you process the information. It's just not how I do it.
It just reminds me of that Leroy Jenkins WoW thing where the guy's like, coefficient of
through the fucking front gate then.
No. It's more just like we could have said, hey, do any of us have powers or abilities that would help us swim up and look at the front gate, or look at whether there's a grate in the river? Kind of.
I mean, you guys could have just.
I forgot.
No, you did, but
I forgot that was what we were doing. I was thinking we were making an entry. Yes. So yeah, you also have to account for general weed brain. To me, I'm general weed brain. Stealth, you said?
Yes.
Oh wait, well, and then plus 10 apparently.
Yeah, so
you are
31.
You are a fucking
you have the stealth of a god.
You are a ripple in the water.
You're a leaf in the wind.
You swim up. You see that there is a very sort of small, like rudimentary grate fixed to the bottom of this, but it doesn't really. While you're investigating it, you're basically able to cut it off because I'm not going to make you roll again after you pull off a fucking 31. So,
like they just leaned a grate on the other side and I just push it over, so that it was just kind of keeping garbage from flowing in.
You kind of go up and you're like, oh, I can just cut this free, and you're like, slice, and you're like, now I have a grate. And you swim back up and you give the grate to Mediator.
All right.
Great job.
Wow.
And, I couldn't tell, but I would wager they were just keeping shit out of their water supply, and they built this palisade around the nice pond. And I don't think they
this shit out of the water supply. And
I don't think they were thinking about invasion.
Okay,
well,
so we're going in now.
The question is if we want to go in now or if we want to wait.
Well, because I was able to slip down the stream, but I would think we would all like hop in and kind of crouch walk under cover of at least evening, and if people don't want to swim the whole way down there.
I think we should strike down while they're undermanned.
Well, and Adam was gonna like decoy some shit too. Was his idea.
We still have pass without trace. We should use that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can also wait an hour and I can cast it again without negatively impacting anyone.
Go
so
during the day with or without a diversion. I don't care beyond that.
Well, this is a hell of a party to sneak down the side of or the middle of a stream in the middle of the day. Stealth or no stealth. So I would say distraction at least, if that's the plan.
All right.
I think day is good and distraction is good. That's my pitch.
Far away can you run men's?
Adam? 120 feet.
Was that your distraction?
Yeah, he's got
like
some dimensions.
Distraction.
I like one that, a distraction that also softens them up, like a fireball or,
I mean,
cluster.
I was actually going to summon demons outside of the gate so that they would naturally kind of go that way. Is there a cover I can find by the gate?
Yeah, so again, there's that ring of trees around it. So you could definitely go to the gate side of things to fire.
Yeah.
But then you'd have to like make your way back through the woods to where your team is in order to take advantage of that for entry. So
not
have them appear in one of the guard towers.
I feel comfortable with that. I'm not worried about that. I can teleport to them. Is this real scale? I can teleport across this base if I had to. I'm fine with that.
This is real scale. So again, add another like 100 feet to either side.
Yeah.
To represent like the cleared out.
If shit hits the fan, I can teleport.
All right. Cool.
All right. So then I'm gonna hide somewhere off map. Come on, here. Where's this fucking thing? Out here, like somewhere off map out here. And I'm gonna summon some demons here by the front gate underneath this guy, so that they would clearly get his attention. See this. Okay.
Okay, so you're basically moving south. Like I kind of put you in the southwest
Yeah.
corner of the map because you're gonna summon
Yes,
demons
I'm going
like, right
there,
outside the wall.
to there, and like as far here as I need to be to cast some demons right here.
Because like you got a good range on that, right?
Yeah.
So that's 120 feet. So you could
Yeah.
basically do that from there.
So we're gonna
there.
summon some. Oh,
And, like,
actually,
you're gonna be further down south. Like you're gonna be like down south, kind of more south of like the main gate itself. Then that can put you. You can still summon demons right outside here.
Yeah, actually, my demons have a 60-foot range, so yeah, I would have to be, and that's fine.
You can just like summon them, like because they saw there was a fight outside the front gate, and you don't know exactly what happened from that.
Yeah.
How long does it take him to get from where we are to where he's going?
I'm pretty fast.
Take about like 3 minutes or so for him to five. Moving in difficult terrain, let's say in the trees. So let's call it 7 minutes.
Boom. All right. So that means I summon 2 demons with challenge 1 or less, and I'm summoning them so that they'll aggro this guy, and he'll see them, and he'll be like, "What the fuck?"
What CR or less, Adam?
1. 2 1s or less.
Flumps. It's flump time.
Flumps aren't demons.
Flumps are
Demons, I'm pretty sure.
they're pretty.
They're like the weakest thing in the world. Don't summon flumps.
Mysterious and benevolent creatures.
Listen, things go wrong.
Lawful
I do
good.
something. Things go wrong.
Yes, I told you they're not evil. They're an aberration, by the way. They're not a demon. Ha,
I
suck
see
dick.
this now. Yeah.
You actually
Really not
summoned
demons.
2 small gazers, Adam. Like you're familiar.
Well,
How about cerebral parasites?
You mean the brain worms like Lojo has? We don't have Twitter in this game, and I'm not putting it in.
Are we making our move now, or are we waiting for Adam to rejoin us?
no, you definitely need to make your move now.
And
Yeah,
I
I
assume
think
we
we-
talked about this before you left, so.
Yes.
Pipe, do you want to lead the way?
Yeah, you move faster than everybody else, and
All
then I think Dole, you still have your thing, right? So you move at your normal speed.
All right,
Yes.
you guys roll stealth while you're coming in.
I'll get plus 10 plus our thing to stealth, right?
Uh-huh. And I move next fastest, I think, because I just have the most speed.
I got a little bit better this time. Just one.
I'm rolling low today, which isn't a great sign. I think
Still
I'm
have
gonna use a different D20.
Plus 10.
Look, are you barking at Willem Dafoe?
Bill
plus
can actually stay beneath the water line entirely. You can breathe underwater.
Just sort of
Took him,
hand
Lexi,
over hand and the
for a
Like,
while.
and shit.
Gotta be
So like he doesn't have to
horizontal.
come up for air the way the rest of us do.
The water is only 4 feet.
Dole,
Well,
did
we'll
you
do
roll?
just-
Is that with your bonus?
Yep. It's 5
With the plus 10? Oh, because you
I
don't
have
have that.
disadvantage.
It's disadvantage and I think
What
a
is
negative
it?
modifier.
Oh.
Ah,
Disadvantage and negative 1.
Give me 1 second to
The
adjust
first
the
one,
dog
the
and
first one I
grab a
rolled was
drink
19.
before we-
I rolled a 19 on my first one.
before we start
Then
big
roll.
combat.
Swear to God.
We need to get you a different set of armor.
But I like to swim.
All
No,
right,
I'll
you
let you
guys
swim.
all rolled fairly well, so you're able to. You're able to. I don't see Adam's roll here.
Oh, did you
A-
want me to roll?
Ad-
for
Adam's-
initiative? I can't.
No,
I
not-
want you to roll for it for when you finally make it back around.
All right, that's fair.
To see whether
Sorry,
you're
I
able
didn't
to
realize.
like quietly join them or not.
Yeah,
Um,
you're right. Boom.
plus
Oh
10.
damn!
So it's 27.
So you are moving fucking like ninja link through the woods.
Oh yeah.
Most of you are. Pass Without a Trace is doing some good shit for you. So you are able to swim up to the barrier, and you're able to come under the wall when you like.
All right. I was getting a drink. I am going to go. Or are other people doing anything?
I'm coming right
follow
behind you because
you.
I'm completely useless.
Can we see anything?
I'll lead the way. Yeah, as we get through, we're kind of. I am doing a sort of crocodile like float near the top and look not from underwater. See what I can see.
You're able to kind of see that the tower guard nearest you has kind of been clambering down out of his tower. Props in response to what's going on at the front gate. There's a large rock wall to your immediate east that prevents you from seeing much further that way.
So if we wanted to get out of the water and regroup, we could do it safely behind these rocks?
Yeah, there's a rise. The hill kind of keeps going up above the rocks there, but the rocks are fairly steep. And if you were, with the rolls that you guys got, you could probably be pretty stealthy, get out of the water, and regroup behind those rocks so that nobody really notices.
I think we should do that.
Definitely kill the guard if you have the opportunity.
I say.
We'll be out in the open if we run over there.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's done.
I'm not raging
Look,
yet, so I'm.
Look, Adam, I was already measuring whether or not I could get there, but I decided to not do what I would normally do, and
I want to get the non-water folk out of the water and
when Pipe Rifle is being more cautious than I am, it made me think maybe I should not just run down there and punch the guy in the back of the head.
All the work we went
like
through to
the
get
guard on the northeast tower has recognized that there's a disturbance to the south, and so he's trained his eyes to the north and the northeast. He's paying a lot of attention to what's going on outside of the camp right now, trying to determine whether or not there's an assault coming based on the gazers, which are kind of like flying around out front, just zapping things. There's a bunch of dead bodies that you guys have left out here before, so they're just kind of making a magical nuisance of themselves near the e-hole.
Adam be able to rejoin us.
So Adam definitely got. He's moving pretty stealthily, but quickly through the woods.
Yeah.
So he could definitely get up to where the start of the stream there and get in the stream pretty quickly. If you guys were able to tell him somehow that the guard had left that tower, he'd be able to move more quickly. But I don't know if any of you were telepathic the way that he is.
Hey, so I messaged my team that's within 100 feet of me, because that's how I can message people up to 120 feet. Hey, is it safe to come behind you guys?
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Get out of my head. So then
I really enjoyed the mental image of
replies yes, so then I proceed up the stream.
I'm the mediator.
If we make it far enough, I'll have a spell that can solve these communication problems. Turns table talk into live voice chat.
All right, so you guys are. So Adam kind of swims up the stream here, and regroups with you pretty quickly.
Everything's fine.
You're now sort of huddled behind this rock. You're all pretty dampened. Well, one of you smells like a wet bird, at least.
I am really detecting a lot of bird racism in this game. Persistent bird racism.
It's daytime and sunny, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I dry us off with a prestidigitation spell?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Interesting choice for what might be moved with magical sense.
I just burst into flames again.
I like being wet. I love to be wet.
Yeah, so you dry them off pretty quickly with your prestidigitation. So you guys are hanging out behind the rocks here for.
Hey guys, you're gonna kill those gazers pretty soon.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
I think we can probably ice the guy in this guard tower up here.
Yeah, that would
most
be
of us, most of us can hit him from here, and I think Bean can reach him.
Does Eldritch Blast make
I
a
can't
noise?
reach him in one turn. It'd take me 2 turns.
Does
I
it
can't teleport right now because it's day of time.
Does it make a noise when you fire Eldritch Blast?
I am unclear on that.
Eldritch Blast would make a noise.
I mean, it has blast in the name, so
Sort of an energy crackle, havoc single fire noise. Pew!
Beam of crackling energy. It has a somatic component.
But arrows
I don't know
don't.
if it's
Crackling
noisier
is-
than.
I would assume the crackle makes noise.
The best
Blowjob-
answer I have seen for it is it goes pew pew. So
Yeah. Actually, that Glojo's up now. Everybody's getting to use their talent.
Yeah.
that is canonical that it will go pew pew.
Ocean.
Okay.
We're in Ocean's 11, dude. It's your turn, sniper.
Why does a firebolt?
That's also going to do some
Huh?
crackling.
So I don't know if you
It's
noticed,
set
but
afire.
the cages are empty. What had previously had people in them.
What's this big half a guy here? Was he there the other day?
That's the guy that Igor is undoubtedly putting together. But so. Should have killed him when we had the chance.
We were all
I mean, my
dying.
only concern is that if Glojo doesn't one round that the guy in the guard tower.
Glojo doesn't one round the guy, then we go loud, I guess. Bean Troll
I
can
mean-
go up and whack him.
We go in order of loudness. Arrows, that doesn't work. Firebolt, I guess.
Arrows, Birdman, and then magic.
Birdman
Bean
cannot
can
get there
teleport.
in 1 turn.
Oh,
It
damn.
is
Alright.
daylight. Oh my god.
Alright.
A little.
Use your
People, you
parasol.
People, can you get there in 1 turn?
I set up a beach umbrella so people can shadow step.
But where am I shadow stepping to? It's a tower.
The pile
Under
of
the
corpses.
tower. Probably some shade under the tower.
Is there shade under the tower?
He would be under the tower then, but there is shade under the tower.
And then when he climbs up the ladder,
It's a pretty rough
Yeah.
construct. So there's not really an under the tower, but the tower does create shade on
Okay.
the open ground.
Okay, you
The
guys can
tower's
see.
kind of squared off.
I'm gonna give you some math on how my bird works. All right, I could run
Bird
to
math.
here, right here, but then I'm in the sun, so I can't teleport from here.
Bush,
I could
though.
teleport from here to here, but no, I can't because this is in the sun, and I'm
Nobody
in the
wants to
sun.
hear the math being troll. We've established this.
I enjoyed the math. I'm not.
I sat
this is a
clown
visual.
Glojo.
It worked great.
I'm kind of an expert in bird law, so.
Whatever. Let's Do you want to
Glojo,
take a
pull
crack
some
at this?
bullshit.
Alright, you want me to shoot the guy?
Yes.
All right. Everybody, roll initiative.
Initiative, but I go first, I guess. Is that what that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll go first, and then you'll skip your turn in the initiative order.
Can you
They're
do any
all
kind of like
roll.
XCOM like prepared shot with a higher
Swear to
hit?
God.
Well,
He
yeah,
ices
could've.
him. Are we still stealth?
You are still stealth from. You guys have just basically been huddling under this thing. I don't know for how long.
Can you like bless him for a shot like badassery?
Ooh, nice 20.
Let me see.
Did you get a 26 mediator?
Sure did.
Yes.
Oh, we talked about cheating and how I didn't like it.
Lots of Glojo.
9.
We
I
want Glojo
mentioned
to
it
cheat right now.
repeatedly, actually. to Glojo.
Tell it to canonically Glojo, but not currently Glojo.
Guidance does not work on attack rolls.
Lame.
And that's just his place in the initiative order as combat continues.
That's
I
true.
like
He
how
does
Lexi
actually
still
go
has
first.
the fucking garbage token I gave him in like September 2019.
Doesn't have a portrait on D&D Beyond.
Lexi and Luther both just like the shittiest.
Hell yeah.
I have a portrait on D&D Beyond.
Anna also has
Glojo
a garbage
does it.
token.
It's called
Oh.
classic design.
I don't have.
Mana likes Mana's token because Mana is stealth. I think that's the only thing that
It's
Works.
aside from the shield, I morphed into this token more than anything because I started as a rogue, if you'll
Oof.
recall.
Suck it, GM.
Never had an
Move Steve
axe
on this fucking
in a
guy.
while.
Hang on, I gotta move so I can get to the thing on the
And I didn't find very many good other lizard man tokens when I googled.
Use Hero Forge and make them the way that Bean Troll has like repeatedly guided people on how to
I
make.
did,
Cool
and
as
I
shit.
gave him one a long time ago before the color.
I don't recall that.
It's in the Discord still.
So I need you to link me to it so I can color
Yeah,
it.
but
Though.
Discord.
Okay, I'll probably remake it then at that point.
That's a 20.
February
That's-
21st. I said here's a first pass of the Lexi token.
That's 3 20s because no one noticed my 24. So that's 3 20s being rolled for initiative.
Oh, jeez.
All right then. Well, Flojo is going to lead us off by shooting arrows. So
Alright,
Flojo.
so I'm gonna
Time
put
cheat,
100
buddy.
mark. Are there any blessings or anything before I do that? Or...
No.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, do you have a called shot or anything?
I have anything like that. I have Hunter's Mark.
Booker.
I mean, do we still have time to act outside of
Hunter's
outside of combat before Glojo shoots?
I haven't shot yet, so
Very quickly.
We are.
So if I cast Mage Armor right now, does that is my turn?
Yes, because we've rolled initiative.
That's what I thought. It's also too late for Bless.
it's fine. I'll put Hunter's Mark on the big stupid guy in the tower, and then I'm gonna shoot him twice. Six.
Nice. Yep, Mike still hit.
Find that guy that you're shooting
Bringer, your mic isn't working.
at. And you hit that guy with 2 arrows.
Yes.
Do enough damage. Can narrate how much you fucking killed him. Hopefully,
Oh, that's a hell of a damage roll. Don't worry, there's more though.
always more.
Hey, get that hunter's mark in there. So your 2 arrows stud into this orc. It appears to be standing still before the brief energy from your hunter's mark crackles through it. And it stumbles to its knees and then topples over dead. You have 1 shot.
Thankfully, he only had 16 hit points, apparently.
It's not
It's one of the
Unlike
75
that
hit point
asshole
orc.
that we could not kill outside.
Sometimes
That guy.
fucking
Remember that guy that was stunned and held personed, and we just wailed on him for like 4 turns?
But that was
and he
because we
was
kept
dead?
missing.
But he also had a shitload of hit points, if I recall.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was also some.
all right.
First he was unhittable, then he was unkillable.
Yeah, it was both things.
Yep.
Both
This
of
guard
them.
was thankfully the
All right,
opposite.
so is it?
Very hit and killable.
So Glojo has fucking shattered this guy's world. He drops to his knees, and now it is Mediator's turn.
We're still.
Has anything? Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna cast Mage Armor regardless. I'm curious whether anything has noticed.
Doesn't look like anything has really noticed. There was a little bit of commotion in Orcish about the front gate earlier, and the 2 little gazers are just kind of zipping around.
Send your fucking bird to figure out where they're at.
Bit fittery things over there. So the 2
Yeah,
orcs at the front gate have yelled something back. Do any of you speak Orcish?
I do.
Does Glojo does?
Ian Bulba.
So you hear something. The orcs are saying something like, some magical bullshit attacking the corpses from last night. I don't know what's going on, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like some deer got in the garden, right? Like, yep, monsters in the corpses again.
Monsters in the corpse.
Don't worry about it. Just little ones.
Monsters in the corpses again.
Go on, get somebody get a broom. Go shoo them away.
I want to cast Mage Armor in any of it.
Okay, you can cast Mage Armor.
If we're
Will's
if we're
turn.
in combat, then that's all I can do.
I mean, you could
We're
send your
not
bird to scout.
combat, but
I mean, looking through my bird's eyes will require another action, so I can't do it right now if we're out of order.
all right, Quill.
I'm not gonna run out of cover. I don't think that's the best thing. Can I? I would like to. So tell me if this would work. I'd like to walk up to the edge here and just look around and see what I see down in this general area.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can peek around the corner and you see a ways towards the camp here. You peek a little bit further and you see an archer. He's turning around now. He's sort of been waved off from the front gate people, so he's turning around. He doesn't seem to notice you. He's not really paying that much attention. And you hear some commotion from your immediate left, up the hill.
Like on the other side of the wall, or over here?
Yes, the other side of the wall, which kind of leads up to a hill.
Okay. So I relay back to the group about the guard returning to his tower. But I'm going to stay in cover. If the guard sees me, I'm going to sprint out. If the guard starts climbing his ladder, I'm going to sprint out and hit him off of it.
Uh-oh.
So I'd like to hold my turn, but is that okay?
Yeah, you can hold your turn
For those
until
triggers? Okay.
that guy does something.
Okay.
And actually, he is basically up next.
What's he doing?
He's moving
I thought
along.
it was
He's
Dole. Oh no, that's a different guy.
So it's climbing up the ladder to his tower.
Okay. I am going to run over there and knock him off the ladder with my bow staff.
All right, you easily leap across the stream. It's only about 5 feet, 6 feet wide at that point. And before he gets more than about 6 feet off the ground, you take a swing at him with your bow staff. Roll a attack.
All right, that's going to be 23. Oh, I didn't roll my attack die, or my hit die, or whatever.
23 will hit, believe it or not.
And that is 12.
All right. This guy is climbing up the ladder. You clobber him for 12. He falls off the ladder. He is prone but not dead.
Since I get 2 attacks per action and I held my action, even though this is a held action, I get both attacks, right? I just don't get my bonus.
I don't believe so. I believe you only get a single attack on a held action. We'll double check that though.
We'll be right back while we resolve that.
We'll for your other attack right now, just see whether you hit while we check that.
I rolled a 14.
Is it with advantage because he's prone, or what happens because he's prone?
Search not ready in action because that's not helping.
Extra attack works only on his turn for Jeremy Crawford.
Okay. So just that first one hits then.
Yeah.
But he's prone.
But
Okay.
He's prone down on front of you.
Cool beans.
Pop Ravel.
Wait, hold on. What was my movement here?
Oh.
Because I want to do some bullshit if I can. Okay.
Yeah,
How high up is the ladder? And would that count?
10 feet high.
Okay, and that's
So
climbing.
he's like halfway up it. Yes.
Climbing is half speed for me right now, I think.
Yes.
God damn it. Alright, I can't make it. I was gonna just climb up the ladder and go into his nest.
It's like fucking kung fu step off the guy out.
I will though, go underneath his
It's not open, it's kind of boarded off. The walls. Yeah. There's just kind of a ladder going up.
Then I would like to move behind it.
Okay. You got time for that, or space.
Yeah, I still have movement for it, so okay.
What are you rolling 1d4 factorial for?
I was trying to roll 1d4 minus 1 because now that it is dawn, my Medallion of Thoughts has regained 1d3 charge. But there's no d3 in Roll20.
Roll 1d6 and you round down.
Oh, look at you with answers.
I mean, you tell me how you make a 1d3 die.
So you get
My
one.
1d4 minus
You get
1 is
one.
fine
You
with
get
me.
one charge of that.
Wow, I've been cheated.
All right, so it's
I mean,
being
you're
rolled.
not rolling great.
How many attacks did Bean get? Was that one or
Just
two?
just one because it was a
He just gets
reaction.
the one on a reaction. Jeremy Crawford talks about it, and he's the man that.
Okay.
How much damage did he take?
12.
That guy took
12.
12 and is now knocked prone.
Okay. My turn.
Yes.
I am going to just make a run for it. I can clear that distance to get within attacking range. I'm not going to rage in case my magical effect did something weird. But I'm going to run and try to finish this guy off before he cries out or anything else.
All right, you get advantage on your attacks, so give me 4 d20 rolls.
All right.
I think he's gonna die.
Yeah,
I
probably.
suspect you'll probably kill this guy.
Unless they're all one somehow, which, you know. Well, one was a nat 20.
All right, so you
So
get
those
a
are all
12
+6.
plus 6, so you get an 18, and then a nat 20 on your second strike. So you hit him once, and then you get a crit hit on your second blow.
Okay. So is that double damage on crit?
Double dice plus
Double damage
your
die.
regular damage bonus. So if you're using a d12, you would give me 3d12 plus 2 of your attack bonuses, like plus 4. So 3d12 plus 8 would be your total amount.
3d12 plus 6.
Yeah, that's
3d12 plus 6.
I had it queued up. What? But still. 22. So
this
again,
guy
remember
was,
he's on the
this guy was
ground.
already- This guy was prone on the ground and already pretty close to death, and you just run up and just fucking savage this guy with 2 brutal strikes. He was probably he was definitely dead after the first blow, and then you went in and got a critical strike on your second attack, and just fucking like this guy is dismembered isn't the right term because you kind of cut his torso in half.
Just chopped up like a like a poorly cut paper doll. Just big gashes up in the sides and arms and stuff. And I look at Quill.
It's not great.
I'm just like dripping with blood, and I look up at Quill and I'm like, you ever think about how these guys' days are going? Like, he was halfway up a ladder on his way back to doing his job. Next thing you know, split like cordwood. Funny old thing, life. Just wiping gore off.
That open any more of the fog of war to the south?
It will, yes.
And then I don't know if I don't have anything else to do to like disengage or hunker down or anything.
Yeah, use the rest of your movement to move into cover or something.
Sort of stuck there, but whatever. I use all my movement to get here, even if I could split it. But I'd crouch as much as possible behind a
little bush. Luther, what are you up to?
I don't know. I was like looking at the stream and the nature. I'm just enjoying them. Oh my god! Pipe rifle just murdered a man. Okay. I'm gonna peek over here. Take a look at all my good friends, and I will cast Spirit Guardians on myself. And designate that none of my friends would be hurt by Spirit Guardians because they're my friends.
The guy.
Especially man. Spirit Guardians is like a giant piranha net that's within 15 feet of me at all times. And if anything bad comes in there, they're going to be sorry.
I imagine the
Piranha
swirling
net.
ghost things from the FF7 remake.
Sure.
Is it Krill? Do you have Krill?
Yeah, I have
Oh,
Krill.
yeah, Krill. Any of your cloud-based enemy attacks.
What they were called.
Actually, I'm going to
I
move
think
where the
honestly
stuff
they
is.
can be angelic blunts if he wants them to be.
It's like they take angelic form. I'm gonna pathetically
They're all
try
Angelica
to hide.
Houston.
I'm just gonna like sit behind a stump and pretend I'm hiding.
Are those visible? Like, if anybody looked over here, would they now see a swirling cloud of angelic figures?
Presumably.
All right. Looks like stealth's back off the menu, boys. I mean, I ran axe forward without really looking south, even on my own map as a player. So whatever.
All right. You hear from the hill up above you, the rocks there, a rhythmic chanting. Money, money, money.
Money, 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 money.
So this is this area here is above where we are,
Yes.
like elevated.
That is correct.
Yeah, maybe you should have used an action to use a bird up there, but hey.
Don't you have a gazer, Adam?
Don't worry about where my gazer is, motherfucker. I've already summoned two of
We've
them.
had weeks to get that thing back.
Summoned two of them just a moment ago. Moments ago.
How's their scouting going?
I mean, they're eating boxes. Shit. Well. So, I would like to spend my turn, or at least the first part of my turn, my movement phase. I'm going to come here. I'm going to post up on this rock here. I want to see what's going on, like in that direction and over here. I'm trying to get some real good vision over here.
Where did you go? Sorry, I lost you.
I'm right here.
Okay.
And I'm trying to
cool.
see over. I'm trying to see the other side. That.
More like ogre here.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I telepathically tell my teammates, "Fucking ogre."
I mean, we knew there was one somewhere, right? We got it from Owl.
I mean, I was
Reconnaissance
sneakily
the first
coming up
time,
on this
but-
rock. So see us.
Squiggly
Yeah,
ones.
see me.
Okay.
Now we know where it is.
Does the ogre appear to be like aware of our presence?
No, but it's definitely not a regular ogre. As you look at it, you're a little bit put off. It's got a number of tentacles kind of protruding out of its face.
Guys,
it
I think Igor is gonna fuck us here.
Yeah.
Also, I think we skipped Glojo's turn somehow. So.
Oh, you have to
call.
Joe went at the top of.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he went at the
sorry, we
top.
just skipped his turn.
If
I just
only
screwed
he
up
were
with
here to
Glojo.
speak up about it.
Yeah,
he
Adam. So this ogre looks a little unusual with some shit coming off of its face.
Yikes.
Stink lines are like.
Okay.
I'm imagining Las Plagas from Resident Evil 4.
That's kind of what I'm thinking here.
I was thinking
So
like.
I used some of my turn to get there. I'm gonna use some of my turn to back up a little, and I'm also gonna call a shot that if anything comes over this rock, blast it.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
Not around it, but over it.
Well,
doesn't
someone
look
was
like
implied
this.
that somebody's getting ready to come over. And
If it
clown
comes into view, right?
Yes. Yeah, something comes into
I
view
was-
over the rock. Thank you. But
XCOM rules, Overwatch.
God damn it.
Remind me, did you guys give Igor a mind flare?
Some of a mind flare.
That may have happened.
Yeah, bits.
Is there a reason?
I heard the dog go
Because
woo.
people were really trusting of Igor, despite some people warning them against that.
Igor's a good dude.
Igor is.
I still believe he is just a neutral sort of head case.
So
Like I
would
don't think he
I
would
annihilate a
be here out of
child
evil.
because I'm kind of a wild card. Bad.
I think if
How-
Igor
how
saw us now, he would help us.
How much of a
Hey, we
mind
can-
flare did you guys give him?
Just some
Like all of
bits.
one with like a couple of things missing that had been murdered from it.
Just some
But
bits.
like
You know.
We can
you were,
message.
you were
Igor
there
to see
for a
if he
lot
would
of
be
the meeting.
receptive
You
to
were
it, so-
you were sitting there chatting with him while he was dissecting the thing.
Standard Lexi leftovers. Some axe parts missing.
No. Wu was definitely part of the whole mind flayer dissection.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were having
Who
like
was there?
deep conversations on the trailer about this.
Counselor.
I don't think
Is
we
this
talked
true?
about. I don't think we talked about that.
There was
All right.
a lot. There was a lot of that. No, I think if you go back and check like
Overruled.
episodes like 14 to like 38.
Logs.
That's it. Approach the
Um,
bench. Come on.
The large ogre thing did not see Adam and has walked down towards the pond in the middle of the thing.
Provocative.
That guy fucking died.
Someone might see that eventually.
I mean, you could just eat the corpse.
Mediator. It is Wu's
I'm gonna
turn.
leave-
What is
gonna leave a
Mr.
note.
Wu up to?
On the guy, it says, "I can't take it anymore. I'm going to jump off the guard tower." That'll do it.
Signed, Lexi.
I want to. I'm just going to rejoin
Smiley face.
the group over here. We should go together, and I want to be farther away from the flyer.
I think we should light this pile of wood on fire and see if we can't get these tents to burn.
All right, Quill, what are you doing?
Get rid of their spell books before they can use them against us.
Solid strategy.
All right, so we know there's an ogre over here, but we can't really see what's going on here.
I mean, you can. You just have to like go past the rocks.
Man, like
The owl said it was a big crystal, so now I bet it's some cursed bullshit.
I guess I
Is
could have
this-
seen what the owl could say. Oh well.
is this flat up here, or are there walls around it?
It's flat on the inside. The only walls around it are on the outside, the parapet around
So like this side there's a wall, but this side there's
it.
not.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
okay. So I'm
I
not
couldn't
gonna
find
do.
ladders, so I didn't bother to put them in.
Yeah, I had to make one. I'll show you what I did anyway. Shit. Because I want to see what's over here. For my turn. So let me clarify, just make sure I understand. So if I climb up here, I'm just gonna be freaking exposed, right? Like there's no way to like duck down anywhere.
The only wall that would cover you is along
Right here. Okay, fair enough. All right. Then and these are just little bushes.
Yes.
Okay.
You could climb up and like go prone, couldn't you? Like hug the ground.
Yeah, but
I'd work.
I
To
mean, they're gonna-
accomplish what?
to get a better view of what the
Yeah,
hell's
he just
going
wants
on.
to see what's over this way.
Yeah. Because I can just jump off of this thing and survive. That's not a problem. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I want to climb the ladder as quick as I can, and then prone as the second I get to the top. That's what I'm doing.
Whoop. Why am I being scooted?
So I can make that part of the
Dolphin
map
dive.
there.
It's a pretty good ladder. I mean,
All right.
if you look at it, you know what it is. You don't.
What do my bird eyes see?
You're able to see further into the tent city, and you see an ornately dressed orc there with another ogre. This ogre looks pretty normal.
As normal as an ogre could look, am I right?
High five.
Finally, somebody we can be racist again.
Got him.
And can I see over here now, since I'm past the rock? And I'm up high? Okay.
Sapient creatures of low intelligence be like this. Do, I'm an ogre. Sapient creatures of medium intelligence be like, dee, I'm a lizard man.
I quit. I'm not playing this game anymore.
And
you don't like Lexi's open mic night routine?
What'd you say, Bringer?
Some beings over there.
Some beings.
Looks like one is a somewhat shabbily dressed orc caster, and another is a Saguin.
What? Oh, a fisherman.
Can we walk around this way and like up into here?
Yeah.
Is that how this is laid out?
Yeah.
And is this a point that we can cross from here to here, or does the level of the terrain make that impossible?
You could cross from there to there.
You want to get within 10 feet of like the mind flayer or stuff?
I want to see what our avenues for approach are.
Sure.
I think that's reasonable.
I'm just making sure I understand how the terrain works.
Yeah, it's always hard to tell on these maps.
OBS
right.
is complicated.
God damn it, pipe rifle.
It's this guy.
What else would you call it? It rolls off the tongue. The mind floger.
Mind.
The zombie ogre over here moves over and starts pumping bellows at the furnace.
Hey guys, it's a zombie ogre.
Hey, where'd he go? Hey, bud.
Uh-huh.
Are you Igor's friend?
Undoubtedly.
I mean, you guys saw him earlier. He's an ogre with bits kind of falling off a little bit, but clearly still animated. And he is now able to operate the bellows of this forge, which is getting quite warm. Pipe rifle. Lexi, it's your turn now.
Like a flesh golem? Ooh. Well,
These guys haven't noticed just yet, have they?
Yeah, why is it my turn?
Actually, this guy. So another Saguin emerges from the depths of the water here.
Oh, fuck this,
Under the
guys.
shore here, and begins doing some preparations near this crystal. Pipe rifle, it's your turn.
I was planning on retreating back over here.
I mean, do we want to attack them from? Which side do we want to go? I guess is the question.
I thought if we could all get out of sight and regroup, having killed a guy successfully and done the recon, then we could make one big attack.
We want to do it from the this side.
I don't think we should waste time regathering and then going.
Well, I was gonna.
I don't think you have a lot of time because we're in the initiative order right now. So what are you doing, pipe rifle?
All right. Can I? So if I use 20 feet to get here, can I use the rest of my 20 feet to scramble up onto these rocks?
Yes.
Okay. Where would that put me? Like.
So
on
if you're
the edge
right there, and you was it 20 feet to there?
20 feet to the
by
base.
a ladder. So you do 20 feet to there, and then you can get to where you are right there.
Right.
So you have visibility, and I guess you're like kind of like splaying prone on the rocks to be like all stealthy still.
Yeah, I was trying to get Overwatch and then be ready to like jump down and do the rage and hope for an AoE effect and kick things off when other people are ready to move.
Like XCOM.
So you see there are 3 villagers tied to poles here.
The woman has a bag of apple sticks next to her feet.
tied to these.
Obviously, that child's mother.
And a have you seen my daughter picture?
Yeah.
They're tied to those poles there, and there are 2 orcs and 2 Sagwin nearby, along with a tentacled ogre.
Oh boy, that's a
Wait, can
hell of a
you
place
can you
to want to jump in.
mark
Those
which
missing
ones are the
people or bad
villagers?
people?
The
I think
ones
it's
with
these-
the poles behind them.
Right,
These
these guys are
two.
villagers. Okay, so
I mean, a Hunger Hadar would encompass.
I mean, it's fine.
Oh gosh, it is with the apple stick when I zoomed in.
There's
It's
your
the
villagers.
little girl with the apple stick again. This woman's got a water pail. And this is a
R.I.P.
young samurai. Are there 3 villagers?
There are 3 villagers tied to poles on the top of this hill.
I don't see any poles when I zoom in.
I drew 3 poles. Wait, where was that? Hang on, I see what happened.
That'd
Fucking
be
owned.
So glad we
I like how
waited.
nobody bothered to sign that. It's just an anonymous statement.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that aspect of this. You can pick your font color at the time and just put whatever you want, and leave notes around them. Blame everyone else.
Is that Pipe's turn?
Anyway,
So that was Pipe's turn, scrambling to the top to get some visibility.
that was all
of
my
you guys-
movement.
None of yes, that was his
I can
movement.
still ready in action while I'm up there, which is shit.
You can also use your bonus action to rage if you wanted to.
And
Well-
you might want to like relay what you see to people below you because none of you actually know what's there yet.
I don't really
That
have
was
a good way to
unveiled
do that.
for Lexi, not you.
I forget. Is Adam's telepathy open communication? No, he would have to
I had to
ask
talk to
me
you
a question.
first.
He'd have to select you before you could select him.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
as a bonus,
having-
can't he just be like whisper down, "Oh shit, guys"? Like,
yeah, I mean, like that's what I was
hostages.
gonna ask.
The stage whisper.
Yeah.
I've got action and bonus action still. Could I talk to either Dole or
Talking's a
Glojo
free
and just-
action, so it doesn't
I
matter.
agree with Bean Troll.
Okay,
You
can I?
talk. You
I
have,
can lean
you have
back
6
down.
seconds. Go.
Okay, I lean back down to Dole. I'm like, 3 villagers tied to posts. Looks like cursed bullshit. Rituals going on. Big crystal by the waterfall. I'm ready to go when you are. Pass
Big
it off.
crystal energy.
That is way
And
more
the-
than 6 seconds. I'll allow it.
And then
Luther, go.
And I've readied an action.
I hear the words Lexi tells me, and I move up. To about here.
Oh shit.
done.
Oh shit.
Oh,
There-
damn.
If it's 3 squares away, then you can hit him.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit these 2 guys. These 2 idiots are now in the range of my spirit guardians. Let's see, does that go first or last?
Thought it was if they start their turn inside the circle, they get attacked.
Yeah, I think it'll be when it cycles. They'll take
Yeah,
damage
on
from the
their
spirits
turn.
when it comes into their turn.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm gonna stay there then. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast spiritual weapon.
Maybe both.
Your bonus action to cast. Holy shit! How much are you doing here? You're doing a lot. Recap for me.
I am. Well, my spirit guardians doesn't do anything right now, so I'm casting spiritual weapon. The giant bong returns.
Were you casting spiritual weapon on whom?
I'm gonna cast it on the shark guy in front of me.
The closest one. Okay.
Yeah, that. It's gonna make an attack against him.
I would also say, Bringer, this is open to interpretation. Whether they take damage or
From the bong.
not. From the spirit guardians.
It's usually easiest
I mean,
to handle these things when it comes around to their turn.
So would you say when this enters the area for the first time on a turn, how does that work with Dole entering their area and bringing his like rotating shield of spirits with him. It enters on Dole's turn. Does that count, or they mean that if the creature moves into it on their turn?
When they
from the
start their
creature's point of
turn
view?
there.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit the shark thing?
Hey, cat. It does not.
Okay. For my main action, I'm going to let's see.
Has to be a cantrip.
What?
Or a non-spell.
Oh. Can I not use another instant spell?
You can't cast a leveled spell at the same time you cast at the same turn you cast spiritual weapon. Cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action, but you still have an action, but you can't use that action to cast a leveled spell. You can cast a cantrip.
Can I cast Sacred Flame then?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that on the same shark guy. Dex 14 save.
Also, I realize my ready in action doesn't really work because I'm out of movement, so I can't really jump down. And attack.
He fails his save.
That's 11 radiant damage.
And sorry, what did you roll on your attack on him?
12.
That actually does hit. Go ahead. And roll damage for your bong. Blunt.
Bong, blunty, bong. It's another 6 damage.
All right. It's this thing's turn.
He's in range.
He
This
is
guy?
going to cast Sacred Flame at you. Bob Dole.
The classic "no you"
saving throw.
Let's see.
Is it this guy?
Yes.
If it starts its turn, it has to make a Wisdom saving throw for Spirit Guardians.
You're right.
Yeah, suck it.
Oh, there it is. That's the point. Womp, womp.
It does not pass its Spirit Guardian saving throw. Woo!
That's a 15 radiant damage.
Oh my.
Right. 3d8.
It gets fucking clobbered by.
Just a bunch of tiny, smaller bloods floating around. Except they have fucking halos.
Caught up in the blunt cloud and dies.
Eat it.
I like that
Guys,
he's shooting
from
with
the
Sacred
blunt.
Flame to get his attention. He turns and a fucking bunch of blunt piranhas eat his face off.
They're angelic blunt piranhas.
They're
I'm
like the
making a lot of
Langoliers, but they're all
Halos.
shaped as blunts.
It's this next guy's turn, and he also casts Sacred Flame at you
Cool.
from further away. So,
Yeah, that one's. It's a
I'd point
dex.
out also that Dole didn't see the villagers when he cast the Spirit Guardian, so there's no way he could have designated them as safe from the Spirit Guardians.
Still around.
This is true.
I'll stay. I'll keep my distance.
I have no idea.
I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, what? Can't take it back. I rolled an 11 on my save.
that will. Is it contested, or do I? Is it just more than 15?
Whatever. I believe it goes with your wisdom modifier.
Spell save is DC 12.
Okay, that fell.
Did you roll, Dole?
11.
1d8. It doth 4 damage to you. Sacred.
That's fine.
Doesn't Dole just absorb sacred damage as hit points or something? We play by like video game rules.
Didn't we warp here? How did Igor beat
Just confusion.
Igor's been gone for a long time, and we left him at basically the 2/3 of the way point between here and wherever the fuck we were.
Alright, sure.
Got on a
Igor is
boat, got on several
motherfucker.
boats. He came back this way.
He seemed incapable of fording a river, if I remember.
The ways
He
of the
had, like,
Igor are not
magical
to.
horses with like steam paddle wheels on them.
Yeah. Maybe he made friends with the lizards by the pyramid.
He is why we got lost.
The reason why he can't teleport.
This guy is going to run at you, Bob Dole, and attack you from the string.
Fuck him, Warning Flare.
Kapow.
If he's entering the range of Spirit Guardians, he'll be taking damage from it, and it's difficult terrain.
Oh, good.
Yeah, movement speed is halved.
Yeah. Yeah, it's moving half.
So he misses due to the warning flare on the first attack, and it's a 16 on the second.
That will hit.
Man, Willem Dafoe is really going at it in the other room.
He hits you for 5 damage, but also takes how many from the fucking spirit guards?
If you fail to save, then you'll take 10.
All right, wisdom save, right?
I believe so.
In a box.
He fails that.
It's 10 radiant damage. And he said that's 5 damage to me?
Yes. Glojo, your turn.
Can I climb up on this rock where Pipe Rifle is?
You're going to clamber up the rocks there and see what's going on?
It's gonna really suck if either you get knocked off. There.
It's
You
gonna
can definitely climb those rocks.
whatever. I'm gonna be in the middle.
Hey, what's going on? There's a bunch of bullshit happening down there.
You rage, by the way, Pipe.
I did not. No, I
Shoot
spent
Pipe
all my movement getting up here, and then I readied an action that I couldn't really take.
I was gonna ready.
I'll rage.
I will shoot Pipe Rifle if we want to do that.
I don't need that to
He
rage.
doesn't need to be
Valorous,
shot
I think.
yet.
So valorous if you don't offer.
Alright, I'm readying a shot.
Why don't you just take the shot?
Yeah, no, we're fighting now.
Yeah,
Dole got rushed, so if you can see anybody, you may as well start shooting. Maybe this guy, so he doesn't like torch the villagers. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
That guy seems like somebody we might be able to drop with arrows as opposed to the mega
Alright.
troll.
I mean, if he uses his valuable action in combat to torch the villagers instead of attacking Dole, I consider that a win.
That would be pretty funny.
Not if it
Well,
summons
what if
something.
Sacrifice gives rise to something bigger, like from the pond or whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, if Igor hooked up with the lizards, maybe they're summoning the Blood Drinker.
We have enough instant blood on our hands.
I'm betting. Look,
We don't need the blood.
I'm not saying I can see a tiny sliver of tentacle under this blue circle or anything.
Thinking out loud here.
Maybe that's what I see.
Joe, shoot someone.
Metagaming again.
What I see with my keen lizard eye. From the depths, something lurks. Just the Blood Drinker Junior.
Shoot someone, Glojo.
I'm gonna shoot that guy.
You don't have to. That was my pitch. You'd absolutely do. You could take out a fish man or see what the hell happens when we fight this ogre.
I don't see any of the other fishermen. It's
I'm
just
gonna
that guy.
suggest not being grappled by ogre.
That one and this one with Dole you probably
Yeah,
can't
those
see.
are the two ogres.
Those clowns are fine. I got them.
Fair enough. This is probably the most visible guy to you anyway.
I'm gonna hit that guy that was just pinged. My fucking mouse keeps disconnecting. Fuck you, mouse. Dust inside of it. Stop. Shit.
Do you want one of us to
All right,
roll for you?
roll for your
If you
attack.
get it.
I gotta
Sounded
get
like he was trying to. Yeah. See if there's any lint on the ball.
ball. It's a thing.
Your batteries are dead. They're dying.
I'm assuming that's what it was. Connection lost.
You do know
5G tower coronavirus is interfering with your map.
burn down the nearest cell tower, and you should be able to be
Sure.
fine, and also go in public and jerk off in public again.
I'm in a battery, so be right back.
Honestly, if
Battery check.
if we were to accidentally kill the villagers with spirit guardians, might prevent them from being sacrificed to power the blood crystal.
Do they not bleed when you kill them with the spirits?
Oh, I mean,
I mean, they
every
get
other time
splashed
we've
to death
done
by the
this,
krill. Does the
act
krill
of
ever make
something
anybody
bleeding on
bleed?
something, whether or not intentional for ritual, has activated the
Adam,
crystal.
Adam,
unless
did
you have a way
anything
of not
bleed
making
in Gears of
bleed,
War?
I don't like that idea.
out loud here.
Yeah. Gears of
there
War
was-
was a bloodless game for Christians.
Yes. You think it was alchemical, like the blood hitting the crystal causes magic? It's not
I
about
actually
like
do
intent.
think that's what's happening. Yes.
Okay.
I think that is right.
Okay.
All chemical, like that terrorist group in the Middle East.
No, the guy that he had that hot wife that he never wanted to fuck, and those idiot kids.
What?
That was Al Bundy.
Gojo not have his.
I just got back. What do you want?
What are your thing,
I would
Gojo?
like you to
Do your
roll
thing.
to attack the thing that you're attacking.
I mean, it's gonna be funny when we get enemy blood. It's good to it.
Lexi scored
Everything
4
will be
touchdowns
fine.
in a single game.
Gojo?
There it is.
You hit that guy twice.
Is he one of your hated species? Do you still have that?
That's not how that works. I discovered that.
Doesn't do anything. It's a feature.
That's why Rangers need a rework.
Yeah, what is...
They
We're
are getting
being
one
arranged
right now.
in the lifeline.
They are in the process. So you hit this guy for 26 damage. Not too shabs.
Jesus.
Okay, guy.
That is enough to fell him. Oh no, wait, wrong guy.
Fucking owned.
Oh no, wait, that is the right guy. That fells that guy.
All right, turn over then.
That's all I can do.
Gojo's turn is over. It is Mana's turn.
All right.
That's good, because fire would be great, I imagine.
So I am going to go ahead and move. Okay, before I move, we have not seen Igor, because remember, I was specifically looking for stuff. We saw Igor at no point, right?
Sorry,
We
you
just
said
made an
we're
assumption he
over
was around.
there. Nobody
We
has
ha-
seen an Igor.
We saw a cart that looked suspiciously like Igor's cart, but semi-dismantled through an owl. I think that's where we're operating right now.
And then when I just looked over there, I saw
with mind flare
he was-
tentacles attached to his face. So
Yeah, that's compelling
Maybe I'll out here.
circumstantial evidence.
I mean, Igor's definitely over there, but yeah, okay.
I gave him.
You
the
always
mind
tell a
flare. I
master
don't
by
want-
his work.
I don't want to be associated with this because I
Alright,
gave him
then-
some mind flare parts.
I was just gonna say we could try and communicate with Igor and try and turn him, but I don't think it's gonna work anyway. All right, I'm gonna roll to Eldritch Blast, hit the guy that buggles, and one hit.
The 16 hits.
Okay.
Why are your rolls so exclamated?
I think you
I
clicked
don't know.
something. It's a table you can have open.
it's adding emphasis to d20s.
Roll it, 20s.
I forget what it means.
I think that's that Fuck you. All right.
Something you can unclick in the dice roll.
What a garbage roll. All right, fine. I hit that guy.
Got him.
This guy here reacts poorly to his friends being slammed in front of him.
Does he leave his tentacles behind?
Can't attach those things.
You can attach them, but like unless you hold down Alt to get rid of snaps, they try to snap to a different area. Like, it's fucked up.
Seems to me like there's shoddy workmanship on Igor's part, and the tentacles fall off when the ogre lumbers towards us.
Yeah, it's a bug, not a feature. He can get so mad they pop out cartoonishly, and he has to go pick them up.
What's gonna happen to that guy?
The ogre comes over to the guy on the end of the pile here.
Yeah, he's gonna
And
smash that dude.
oops.
Yeah, I use my readied action to write a note to this guy's fucking family.
Sorry, I sent you to die.
Roll 20 is crap.
Dancing.
This is weird, guys.
His eye snakes are really, really going for it.
Really?
Oh
Alright,
shit!
well, because of all of that, he fucking like grabs this guy. The tentacles reach out to either side of this guy's face, grip, and pull his face apart. And then he reaches in and literally grabs the thing's brain.
Ah.
Was that considered an attack? Because I think I would use a warning flare if I saw that.
That was his attack turn. Yeah, he moved towards this guy to attack him.
Oh, warning flare that?
You're pretty. What's the range?
30 feet?
Use your reaction
You're gonna
earlier.
waste a warning flare protecting the village.
Why would I would?
Yeah.
There's no reason why I would not try to protect that villager.
All
Fuck
right,
you.
yeah, it's in character.
Calm down,
Actually,
Hot Top.
boarding flare earlier this turn.
That was on a different turn. That was when.
No,
when,
it's
the guy
not.
attacked me.
That's still in the same turn cycle. We haven't actually rolled all the way around. This guy's the very bottom of the turn.
It doesn't say it has to be on a turn though.
Owned.
It says
You get
when
one
you're attacked
reaction.
by a creature.
It's a reaction.
Oh.
You only get to do it once a turn.
Okay, you only get one reaction
Yeah.
per cycle.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Never mind. Fuck that guy, I guess.
Sorry, villager.
Give you a warning flare.
Return to the timeline where your face is.
Revenge of Corona.
Well,
So he
you know.
reaches in and basically pulls this guy's head apart with the tentacles, and then reaches in and grabs the brain literally out of this guy's head, and he slumps down on the pole that was holding him.
I lean
Yeah,
over
that's
to
that guy.
Gojo. I'm
Woo.
like, that's how you want to go, really. I mean,
Oh,
quick and clean, eaten, nothing goes to waste.
They honor the buffalo.
move.
And I imagine Gojo's like, please stop talking.
Actually, I guess to over here.
I did not hear what people were saying. I am breaking it badly.
Everyone's rambling.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh,
Mr. Wu, what to do
Yeah,
with
I'm
that?
moving down here, and I'm going to try to levitate the inflator ogre.
Love that move.
It's a DC
Okay.
15 Constitution saving throw.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for?
Bad boy.
Oh shit, Bad Boys for Life, rentable now.
So he
Fine,
is
my
resistant to that mediator.
Oh wow, you really did a number on this guy. Well, he gets just regular magic resistance because he would get advantage on the save if that's the case.
He makes a saving throw on this via legendary resistance.
Oh. That's interesting. Okay.
Legendary resistance is you can make a saving throw on it. So actually, I guess I can roll first. I guess I get to roll first. So
Sounds to me like he declared a use of his legendary resistance.
yes, and then he needs to use his legendary resistance to succeed because he fails on the saving throw. So he does succeed, however, on resisting the levitation.
Right. With a use of a legendary resistance.
Yes.
Is that an
He
expendable?
doesn't have normal magic resistance. He used a legendary resistance.
He used a legendary resistance on this.
Didn't know.
Igor
didn't
knows
notice.
what he's doing.
Cool.
That guy.
All right. The
He,
dude.
really he did a number on this ogre, you guys.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do what I always do and leap off of this thing, come down here next to Dull, and hit this guy with my bow staff.
All the little blood angels are just flying around you.
Well,
I'm imagining a trail of little pot leaf, like sparkles, like
No bird troll is a friend.
Rocket League trails.
my first swing was a critical miss. My second swing, which I still assume doesn't hit, is 13.
That actually hits that guy.
Okay,
So
so
hooligans?
that one does 8 damage. And then I'm gonna punch him. Fucking Christ, I'm just gonna stop playing today. What the fuck? That's it's a 11 for my
That
punch.
does not hit.
Alright.
Have Glojo send you his dice hacking software.
Yeah.
Rolls have been very average today.
This ogre over here, it is his turn now. He
Boy.
lumbers over towards the flesh pile,
Okay.
begins rummaging around in it, and then hurls.
What a
Excuse me.
What a sentence
zombie
we're building
at
here. Oh, Jesus.
If he hurls
you
the
see
zombie, does the zombie take damage?
Being deflect missile. Deflect the zombie.
If he's throwing it at me, I'm absolutely going to try and deflect
Well, it
missile and then
doesn't make it
throw
quite
it back.
that far.
Yeah, I guess it's quite a toss. He throws it at us, the party, I guess.
But it does hit the ground and sort of crackle a little bit. It doesn't quite break when it hits the ground, but it didn't. It definitely did not land unbroken.
Well, that is certainly one way to do it.
All right, it is now this guy's turn, who was getting attacked by the blunt.
And he's still in the range of the spirit guardians.
Right, so he begins his turn in spirit guardian range and has to make a wisdom save.
Where are my dice?
God, I hate to say it, but
He does not make that save.
It's 12 more radiant damage.
He is krilled to death inside of the fucking bullshit sphere and topples over dead from that.
Fuck you.
Fuck that guy.
Your
Pipe
regular
Rifle, it's your turn.
blunt.
oh, Jesus.
Wait, it's not Bill's turn yet.
I wish I could ask people if I jump down there, I'm not going to get fireballed, right? Because this is turned into a real kill zone if he...
Hey,
I
no,
get
you
your
can say with your
brains
bonus action,
eaten
don't
out.
fireball me, asshole.
You may get your brains eaten out if you jump down there, so that's a consideration.
I think it's
What
fine.
brain?
Yeah, fair counterpoint.
The brains that are telling him not to jump down there because of concern of fireball.
All right, well, you know what? we're gonna let rage decide what happens.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna rage, and we'll see what the chart says.
I love it.
All right.
I love this level of irresponsibility.
This better be something good. Oh, I feel like I've got 9 before. Oh shit!
Your weapon.
I closed my chart. One whole
Arcane energy taps into the minds of those around you. Each creature within 30 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Creature?
How many feet?
Okay.
How many feet?
Hold on.
30.
Including friendlies. Great.
This is that. This is the one with So this came up. This came up in the. This is the one where you have to tell me your thoughts to attack. We just did this, and it came up in a Reddit thread about a maybe per day allotment to shift it by a dice roll or by a certain number of points to keep repetitive shit from happening like that. So what do you say about re-rolling this rage effect that stinks?
What's the saving throw?
Go ahead. Do it now. Go.
All right. If it's another 9, I'm gonna shit my pants. All right. 5. Necrotic energy.
Yes.
Roll a number of D6. Oh yeah, there you go.
What's the range on that?
This is necrotic energy. Roll a number of D6s equal to your rage damage. Each other creature within 30 feet of you takes necrotic damage equal to the total, and you gain temporary hit points equal to the sum of all of that damage.
And how many feet?
Jesus Christ.
30.
You pipe
No,
rifle.
What kind of saving throw is it?
Involve hurting all creatures?
I would argue.
Welcome to the wild magic table.
There is no
I think
saving
you off
throw.
that cliff.
I think your last wild magic effect was better, Pipe.
I don't think we can go back. There are, I believe, no take backsies.
We can't go back, Kate.
Here.
Yeah.
So, Pipe, I'm gonna need a 2d6 roll here.
Is that? I was gonna say, what is my rage damage?
Your rage adds 2 plus 2
no.
right now.
It's a
Fair
2d6.
enough. Okay,
So,
2d6.
Bringer, I will ask a question. Since he is up on a cliff, how does that work for range? Is the range as the crow flies, or does it need to go down the cliff?
I also want to know the answer to this
I
question.
think we're gonna go with as the crow flies for simplicity's sake.
Eat a dick, Pipe Rifle.
Oh, sorry, you fucking.
I'm
Okay.
really waiting on
Let
the
me use my
2d6
bonus
here.
action to write another letter to these two people's families.
Rolling.
Oh yeah, she's also gonna hit those guys.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All
It's
of
like
these
I rolled 1d6.
are really
It's
gonna
not that
help you
much. It's
when
only
your
6
ogre
damage.
cracks your head open.
It's only 6.
We all take 6 damage.
And
But
it's only...
we have to add that up, right? How many people did that hit for 6 damage? How much health do you have now?
So much.
Okay.
Like, you hit like 9 people.
How do you do 30 feet?
Jesus.
Don't worry about that.
It's not.
It's not what you're doing there. So you
I'm
hit
trying to do it.
you hit the
Every-
ogre. You
don't
hit
the zombie,
You got 4 of the enemies.
into your entire team.
24 off of my guys. And then you get.
What's the 2 hostages?
So the hostages I'm counting as my guys.
Did
So
he hit
he
anything
gets-
in the
he
water?
And then he gets Dole, Mediator, Quill.
he gets
Mojo.
all
He
of
gets the whole
us.
team.
He
Yep.
gets
30. So you get 54 health out of this fight.
You're a piece of shit, Pipe, right?
I don't remember. Okay, how do temporary hit points work?
You
For
in
this
D&D
battle?
Beyond, just click. No, it's 4 until your next long rest.
Oh,
Just-
good. I added them. So I'm at a
You have a
cool...
lot.
I
a
do
cool
want to say for
119
reference that I
hit points.
don't think temporary hit points matter if Mind Flayer grapples you and cracks your skull open.
I don't give a shit. He better be on the front line after he stole life from everyone.
Alright,
Yeah, I mean, that was
So, Pipe,
good.
that was your rage. What are you actually doing? With
That was
your
my
rage
bonus
now?
action.
Hand-
rage.
I think you're good to jump down there and eat a fireball right now. You'll be fine.
I am going to recklessly attack this ogre. What else would I do? I jump down and I shoulder my way past these guys. Excuse me, pardon me.
Aren't they dead? Are they dead? Bringer?
The front are they dead from the
Soldiers?
necrotic damage?
From
I want to double
6 hit
check how much.
points in a civilian. I don't know. This is a little girl holding an apple stick, so I don't know how many hit points those have, but it's not whatever Adam rolled that one time.
Commoner has 1d8 hit points.
That's like 6 hit points is like a wizard with average
A
constitution.
Yeah.
First level wizard with average constitution.
These guys have been tied up. They're
Oh shit, Apple Girl.
Apple
Yeah,
Girl,
you-
Apple
you
Girl.
killed- You killed Apple Girl, but the
Oh,
the
no.
buxom,
They are
the buxom,
hostages.
rather healthy-looking blonde woman on the left survives. Apple Girl is toast.
God damn it.
He's not gonna sleep with you, Pipe.
I
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
did
be
do
haunted by-
8 or 6 damage to her.
She is almost dead. She
Yeah.
might just sleep the long sleep real soon now.
I should just finish her off.
Well,
It's the
with mind
humane thing to
buddy.
That's what you do. You don't attack the mind flayer thing.
Yeah, use my action to eat this woman to put her out of her misery. No, I am going to recklessly attack. Where do I go? Jesus, can I stand here in front of them and attack? Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
does
good.
that generate blood? Didn't he just like steal life essence?
Yeah, necrotic energy. I would say they're all hollowed out like.
Yeah, but they're not bleeding on the crystals. Is my point.
I would not say so, but it's not
Bringer?
my game. They barf up some blood when they died.
They have been hollowed out, which doesn't leave a lot of room for blood to go except outside.
Nah.
That's a nonsense politician answer you just gave. It has all the right words, but it doesn't actually mean anything.
I believe blood has the right to go wherever it pleases.
I'm sorry, you don't believe in blood's right, Pipe Rifle, but
I was just
This is
in Iowa
America.
where I met some
So are you
blood.
saying that if something is hollow, there's no space inside for something to go other than out?
Exactly.
Like hollowness?
Just like dry out or anything.
explain
just
how a
pop.
rectum works when there's nothing to hold the blood in, Mediator.
God damn it.
So necrotic energy untied the balloon that is the human soul, and all the blood had to leave.
If someone
Because of
launches a
pressure.
fireball at the villagers and burns the blood before it gets to the crystals,
I-
no blood
I-
gets on the crystal.
I'm just saying, just
I haven't even
so everyone
attacked-
knows, necrotic damage in real life doesn't bleed.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, like
Like-
the flesh-eating virus.
yeah, you don't bleed from necrotic flesh.
I thought in this instance, necrotic meant more like in line with necromancy. I don't know.
Zombies don't bleed either.
The
Just give
transfer
Bringer's
of
blood.
life energy.
Bring
Anyway,
on
I'm
the
attacking.
blood.
I'm attacking recklessly. This ogre. So maybe I'll get some blood on him. Or from him on the crystal.
Seems like a bad idea.
Sort of
Try
feel like
not
you've
to,
already
yeah.
attacked.
What's that?
So I
Oh,
just sort
I
of
already
pictured
attacked.
I just sort of pictured the villager basically like Ark of the Covenanting under Pipe Rifle's necrotic damage.
Yes.
And like kind of melting away from their skeleton.
No, that's radiant damage. That's the good damage.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That was specifically holy energy.
All right. Can so yeah, jump
you're
down.
saying Pipe
Rage
rifle?
was bonus action, jump down, then attack twice. But also with advantage because I did it recklessly. So there's a fucking crit. Too bad I'm not biting him. And then a 17.
You get them twice.
All right. And then so it's +5, so let's make that +10 damage. That is 24. And while I'm chopping him, I scream, "Somebody get some fire on this fucking thing!" 'Cause we
Pipe,
figured that out by now.
Pipe, you hit him twice, but one of those is double damage die.
Oh right, I do need another
One more die down.
D12, but no bonus. Right? Okay, so call it 30.
Nice.
So did the
Just started.
17 not hit? Oh, never mind. Okay, I see what you did.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Okay, I got it.
Right. Oh, that's right.
So each one of those is a D12 plus 5, and then this.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you
bonus
just did it weird.
D12.
This is a little bit
Yeah.
strange, but it's fine. Luther.
Well, how do you do that? So if I want to roll 2d12 plus 3, each one is 1d12, well, in this case, plus 5. So I rolled 2d12 plus 10. Isn't that the best way to do it? 'Cause if
3D12.
You would do 3d12 plus 10.
Well, it
to
should have
account for
should
the
have
crit.
been. Yeah, because that.
Yeah,
that would
that's
just
what
be
threw us
forgetting.
off. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
okay.
was just because of that.
This guy's still
Good
alive?
deal.
Presumably.
34 might be one of my better single hits or single round damage done.
Really? What about
The
sucking the
shark
life out
thing
of
in
Hubris?
the
Was
the
that
river
like
right in front of Bob Dole is still barely alive.
He'll be
Yes.
dead on the next turn. It's fine.
Yeah. I think you could attack the.
I see that horrifying ogre thing with all the tentacles, and I'm just terrified and I hate it. So I'm gonna use a nice Ken Griffey Jr. swing with the blunt on his face. It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That's 7 damage. And for my main action, I will. Damn. I'm going to. I'm going to shoot a guiding bolt at the ogre as well.
God damn it, pipe.
It's a 17 to hit.
That hits again.
That's 14 damage. I believe that's radiant damage.
That'll give Glojo advantage on his attack against the ogre.
Yeah, whoever shoots that ogre next has advantage. And that's my turn.
What about that hooligan that's directly in front of you?
Don't worry about him.
And now that's the hooligan's turn.
Oh, now I got to make a save because of spirit guardians.
All right. Get him, ghosties.
He does not make that save.
That's 21 radiant damage.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit! He drops dead from that bullshit.
What level is this spell?
It's
Well, third level.
a good fucking spell. It's one of the best thing clerics can do.
That's 2 8s and 5. I'll tell you.
Jeez, those beautiful
Anna,
ghosts.
it's your turn.
Bundle.
Or no, sorry, it's Glojo's turn.
Thanks.
Spirit Guardians does like half a fireball each turn.
And it lasts 10 minutes.
Jesus. I say get in there. Let the spirit guardians take that lady to heaven and fight the ogres.
Spirit Guardian
I mean,
take the wheel.
That lady's might not make it to my next turn.
Joe, you're up.
Okay. So I guess the
First
big ogre
attack.
left, right?
First attack against the ogre will have advantage.
I don't know if we can see
Alright.
this zombie yet.
This is one-
For all we know, it was just he threw a corpse at us, hasn't even stood up yet.
I don't know. There's a
Wait.
big.
Is that a
stinky-
zombie? What is that?
That's
Zombie.
a Zelda that
Zombie
was
this
thrown at
way.
us.
This guy flung at us.
Flesh
I
ogre,
assume more will be coming.
the zombogre.
Kill the living first, and then we'll worry about the dead.
Yes. It's a pretty metal album title you've created.
Alright, so I shoot the big ogre twice. Put Hunter's Mark on him first. 12, 21. So first one's a 21. And then the second shot,
Why are you rolling with advantage?
Because of Guiding Bolt.
Okay. So you hit him twice, roll for 2 damages.
Okay.
Guiding Bolt makes the target sparkle, so the next attack against them has advantage.
It's the main roll.
Nice roll.
What?
Man orb.
Okay.
Really use some fire.
I don't have fire, dude. That's not what I deal in.
Eldritch fire. I don't know.
I have fire.
Acid.
Product though.
Crackling energy.
Force
Alright.
damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's pure magical damage.
So then I'm going to move. How about I not clump up with it by the obviously like impending lake of death there?
Coward.
I don't know why bring a roll. I don't like that.
Probably nothing.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's probably nothing. That's exactly right. So what I'm gonna do now is Eldritch Blast the big fuck off ogre center. And those are going at it. Do they both hit? 13 and 20.
You muted, Brenner.
Both of those hit. Sorry.
Alright. Boom, and then boom. Alright. 21 to him.
I don't actually know how troll regeneration works mechanically, but it seems like all of us have the common knowledge of like you should use fire.
It's not
there's
the
a
other-
guy.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw real quick for me?
Sure.
Ogres ain't trolls unless he has. Troll
Oh,
powers
that's right.
somehow.
Yeah. I was thinking
Okay.
troll this whole
Hey,
time.
So-
Hey, Igor gave him some juice.
Mediator, you're held now. You are a held
Oh.
person.
And I
You're a
use
kept
one of my
man.
lucky points to roll a different d20.
You better hurry. Okay. You are able to be lucky enough that you survived that somehow.
Cause fuck wizards.
What was it? Where did that come from?
South.
people.
This guy is coming from the south.
The wizard is approaching.
Oh, he is creeping. Hadn't moved my map.
And the other ogre is also on the prowl.
Okay,
Yep.
Mediator, do you have 23
And also,
AC?
yeah.
I
This is
do
23.
not.
Okay. You take 13 damage and are pinned underneath an enormous log.
An enormous what?
Log.
This ogre ran up, picked up a log off the log pile, hurled the log at you.
Took how much
Now you-
damage?
13 seems like too much. Sorry, that's
It's a log!
log. 10 damage. There we go. Sorry.
Wow.
He rolled a d20 for
Log,
damage.
It's log.
That's never a thing.
Good, it's bad.
Sorta-
It's good.
Wish you had a levitation spell, right?
Fuck off.
Get that log off.
I had my fucking 6 points back.
So you take 10 damage and are now underneath a log.
You have mage armor though.
I I don't have that much AC.
Pipe rifle.
What is it? It's not my turn. Oh,
No, it's not.
what's
yours.
happening to me?
Insta killed with his 100 points.
I can take it. I owe it to my team.
Oh my
Once-
god.
That's interesting.
To have people fail.
The first tentacle attack is completely baffled by your bullshit. And it looks like he missed you both times.
Yeah. Second one slides off shoulder blade or something.
Mediator, it's your turn.
Graboid. I'm imagining graboid tentacles.
Just
I'm pinned underneath
Just
this.
cast Fireball from underneath. It's fine.
Oh, I'm going.
You are pinned underneath a log. You could make an athletics check to remove it.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to.
God damn it.
I'm going to cast Misty Step.
All right.
Okay,
Or
good job.
Dracula out of there.
Underneath the log and land behind Glojo.
It's not harder to cast a spell with a log on you?
Misty Step only has a verbal component.
Okay, alright. No,
Oh.
He just says Shazam and he turns into
It's just fuck this.
some mist.
Yeah, and disappear into silvery mist, reappear behind Glojo, presumably still prone.
Yeah. And
Then
it'll take
I
you
will-
your
I will
most of your
use-
movement to stand.
I'll use, yeah, I guess I'll use half of my movement to stand up.
Yeah, fuck him up.
I'm gonna firebolt this guy. Yeah, the guy who tried to hold person on me.
Okay.
Like a battle
attack, yeah.
mage? Does he have a hammer?
He does have a hammer.
21
The 21 hits.
damage.
That does 8 damage to him.
And that will be my turn.
That reminds him who he's fucking with.
All right. And now we are moved around to Quill.
Alright, we have an action economy problem. I'm gonna go try and solve it. Alright, I run over. I'm gonna hit this guy with my quarterstaff. That is 15.
That hits.
9 damage.
That does 9 damage.
Okay, still up, I assume. I'd like to spend a key point to attempt to stun him.
Okay.
A DC 14. Constitution save throw.
You death failed.
Okay, so he's stunned. Moving on to this big dude. Gonna hit him with my quarterstaff.
Boop.
Ooh, that was a good roll. 25.
That, believe it or not, hits.
And that only does 5 damage, but I'd like to expend a key point again, and DC 14. Yes! Took them fucking both out. Alright.
Ben.
Because I know I'm not going to fucking kill this dude, I'm going to take the other part of my speed, move back over here, and try and kill this guy with this punch.
Wow.
That is 24 for 9 damage.
Like it, Ben.
Much hitting.
Did you get that on the mage?
For how much? 9 damage?
9, yeah.
Okay.
Stopping him. Again.
No, there's no point. The stun lasts until my turn again. So these two cannot do shit until it rolls all the way around again.
All right. That's the end of your turn then.
Until your turn, Bean Troll?
Yep.
Even if I hit them, are they unstunned?
Nope.
It's a really good ability.
It's what the monk is for. The monk
it's-
is literally a crowd control, but crowd control with punches. It's weird.
It's like their centerpiece ability. Prove.
It just starts sucking when I can't get the stun to take because Bringer rolls
A
well.
lot of dice rolls. What is happening here?
Good things.
The zombified ogre reaches into the meat pile
Oh,
and
that guy.
hurls 2 more zombies at you.
Fuck that guy.
This is gonna get out of control fast, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Finally, some good fucking food. Gonna eat the zombies.
Are we in the turn order now?
I think it's a dead.
Yeah, it's a dead
suffering
dude. So I think it's going to be
Who's crossbow?
Pipe, maybe? It's probably one of the dead crossbow guys.
It is the guy on this southern watchtower.
Tell them I
He
hate
shoots
them.
at Quill.
Oh, cool.
There?
He's gonna
Oh,
shoot.
really?
He's gonna
Crossbow,
shoot the.
Southwest. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking at the southeast.
Yeah.
It's just one of those two.
That doesn't hit anyway.
I'm
Oh,
disappointed.
yeah, there's a +5 on that. It's a
Alright.
21.
Where's my D10? Hold on.
Black D.
I'm not gonna throw it back. It wastes a key point.
You throw it at the ogre behind you. Just grab his arrow and just whip it at that dude.
I think it has to be. That's not a D10. That's a D10. Sorry, I don't use this very often. Oh, Bringer, roll damage first.
All right.
Because I may not even need to roll. Yeah, I don't need to roll. I just deflect it. I'm not going to
Yeah, that's fine.
to throw it
Pop
back.
Raffle. It is your turn, Pop Raffle.
As much as I like throwing it back, I want to save that just in case I get to throw a zombie.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep hacking. We gotta take down the big fucker.
All right.
So I will attack recklessly. Yeah, I guess. Let's keep it reckless.
Wait, did I forget to roll with advantage on you last time? Fuck.
No, you totally did. It was fine. I remember it happening.
Let's pause the tape.
You know when the rules lawyer is like snickering against you.
24. Another 24. Thinking, will I live? Another 24.
24s will hit.
Right. So now we'll do 2d12. A d12 plus 5 for each. Yeah. Only 19 damage that time.
You know what's going to be great is we all died to gazers at the end of this that we forget about.
the rogue gazer finally realized they could just float over the wall. And yeah, that is my turn. Good old-fashioned chopping.
You have more than 13 AC.
I do. I'm at 15.
Luthor, do your thing.
Okay. Before I do anything, remind me what the blue circle is in the middle of the pond is again.
It's just a pond. It's fine.
So I see
It's
nothing.
a big enemy.
I see nothing in the pond.
No, it's just a standard pond.
Okay, it doesn't look that deep.
It gets deeper, but
Well, before I do anything, I'm gonna bonk the ogre with my blunt again.
Okay.
It's 25 to hit. And that'll be 10 radiant damage. Could I use my full action to jump in the pond, swim around the lake so as to not murder the poor lady with my spirit guardians and come up behind the zombie and the ogre?
I think that's
How
here.
fast can you
using your
swim?
movement
I have normal movement speed in water.
because of his dumb armor. Remember,
Yeah, all my dumb water bullshit.
scale armor.
So you can't get within how far of her?
15 feet.
So if you jumped into the water and like moved along like out to there, and then over to there, and then yeah, you could probably.
All right. I very carefully make that movement.
Hopefully, this doesn't wake up anything in the pond.
I'm fine with that.
Doesn't awaken.
Yeah.
The dean from community.
Musta. Crackish.
Yeah.
He was talking about. Yeah.
All right. Is that your turn, or are you going to do more?
Would that use my whole action, or can I actually attack?
You can attack.
That was
Okay,
just regular.
I'll do something.
Is there a zombie that's closed in? I missed that was.
Yep,
Grab
he
a
attacked
dodge.
you and missed twice.
Oh wow!
Didn't even notice him.
It literally happened while I ducked into the kitchen to grab a fresca.
I rolled with advantage and everything.
Well, that sucks that he remembered that, but otherwise, it sounds like it went my way.
Damn you!
I think I'm just gonna
My
use
bad.
a sacred flame on the ogre.
Burn it down.
The dishes.
That's a wisdom save, right?
Dex.
Oh, Dex. That passes.
Okay. Then I'm done. Yeah.
All right. That's +3 out of +1, or -1 rather. Bob Dole, this zombie runs up to you and clobbers you.
Ow.
For 7 damage.
Ow. Was it some sort of evil residence?
What's happening?
Zombies,
Ran up and clobbered Bob Dole as hard as it could.
are
They
they
take their spirit guardians damage?
punchers?
They take that on their start of their turn, right?
When
It-
they enter, or
Yeah, if they entered it on
Yeah.
their turn.
Yeah, so they'll take that, but they're running in like suiciding on Bob Dole. So I'll roll for both of them afterwards. This other one runs in to hit him as well. Why am I rolling -1? That's +3. So it rolls a 14. Does that hit?
Misses. No. AC's 15.
And
The
then
spirit guardians does
the Guardians do how much damage?
8 if they succeed.
If
And
they
that's much.
fail what roll?
Yeah, 8 if they fail, 4 if they succeed.
wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Yes.
Zombies are not very wise.
They ran into the
They pretty much have suicided on Bob Dole, so they take 8 damage.
Yeah, if they fail.
They're still alive, but shredded up some. Glojo.
They plunge through a wall of ghosts and end up just sort of stumbling this haymaker.
Blunt now on the zombies.
Well,
Like, what
Don't worry about the zombies.
are they within 1 square of the troll or the ogre?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all are.
They are,
Alright.
in fact.
That's why I'm worried about them. See, paying attention. All right, so I'm gonna shoot the ogre.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna use my horde breaker to shoot the zombies also, since they're within 1 square. First,
I don't know this one.
used it once before.
It's because it's
Okay.
rarely remembered. But
It's also rarely a situation where the enemies are this close to each other.
they're usually not.
Yeah.
So
I don't like blood washing up on shore, whatever's happening down there.
I'm not sure. The first one's a 21. Second one's a 25. For the ogre, do you want me to roll for the 2 Zarms now also first?
Yeah.
17 and 16.
Those hit.
All right, so I'm gonna roll for ogre damage first.
In those fucking tentacles to his face.
21 damage to the ogre. And then for the Zorms. Get the +3 for the horde breaker.
I think so.
Go
I think
back.
they're regular weapon attacks.
Once on each of you may weapon attack, you can attack another. The same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet. Yeah,
They work.
so it's
They
just-
work just like normal attacks. To hit the advantage modifiers.
So, first one's 4, and the second one's 6.
Those both hit. Or rather, those both do 10 damage to this guy, which is actually enough to push him over the edge. This enormous
The set of damage was for the ogre, and then the 4 and the 6 were.
Yeah, so it's
the
21
zombies.
damage to the ogre, and then these 2 guys. 2, right? Because they're the closest.
Are there 3 guys within 5 feet of the?
I can do a third one.
Yeah, there are.
Is that how it works?
Within 5 feet of
Yeah.
the chart, I get to shoot them again.
Then yeah,
So,
that's all of them.
roll one more.
He gets a special multi attack on densely.
Actually, some Legolas bullshit.
The last one's a 13.
That hits.
Okay. That does 6 damage.
What? Mana, your turn.
Well, we sure have spilled a lot of blood.
Zombies don't have blood. Their blood's gone.
I mean,
I'm
that's already.
wasting a lot of.
Anyone that's looking at the pond at this point, some of the blood has spread out over the surface. Oddly, kind of like oil rather than like blood mixing with water.
Yeah, it's almost like the pond has something dangerous in it.
I mean, while I
Some kind of-
appreciate the
Some
attention
kind
to
of runic
detail,
symbol on the pond has begun glowing with the blood. It's about 6 inches above the level of the water, but illuminated with the power of the blood.
Oh
Mana,
yeah.
your turn.
Cursed bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This came from the villagers. Zombies don't have blood. They're not hollow.
I'm tempted to like put the hunger on the blood-stained pond and just like let the tentacles fight it out, but
Hunger of Hadar. Hadar's like occupado.
he's like fuck it up.
and I
with
guess we won't see
summoning
what the
ritual.
thing is when it comes up.
What mediator?
We won't see. Doesn't mean we wouldn't see what the thing is when it comes up.
That is a minor consequence, yes. All right, so I'm moving
Jesus.
back a little bit, back here, taking cover behind whatever, I don't know if it's a bush or a tree or whatever the fuck it is. I'm gonna blast that guy with Eldritch Blast. Guy that's the wizard. Do I have 2 hits there? 13 and 20.
Yep, both of those hit.
All right. 1 hit. Fuck you. All right, 2 hits.
All right. It's his turn next, but he didn't get a turn on account of.
Jeez, he's still up.
No, he dead. Those Eldritch Blasts killed him.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck him.
Each.
Good work, Paintrol.
The enormous monster behind him unstuns at the end of his turn.
No, but it's fine. Unstuns at the end of my turn, but or at the
Really?
beginning of my turn. Yeah.
Same.
I mean, it's
Okay.
essentially the same thing, but yeah.
Totally different, I guess, for casters that have reactions. That's good, interesting to know. Okay.
I mean, it's the same thing until
Yeah.
it's not, because I should have. Didn't I get it? Shouldn't I have gotten advantage on that guy that was fucked?
Yeah, I think so.
Only if you remember it.
Yeah, which we forget all the time that we get advantage on stun creatures. But so
I'm
yeah,
just
like
saying, if someone wants to attack that ogre, they would have advantage. But
so it's when you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn. So he's still stunned until I'm done next time.
Theoretically, you could keep them stun locked.
Yep, I did that earlier in this campaign. I just kept one dude stun locked for like 5 turns.
Good luck, Pipe.
While Pipe
Hello,
punched him in
Joe.
the back.
Pipe. Mediator. Please make a intelligence saving throw.
well, Pipe's going to do great.
Intelligence am something Lexi be great with.
Int is a dump stat for most things.
Charisma was my dump stat. It's actually.
I'm going to use another lucky point.
Oh man, I hope
Just
you roll
straight
something
up.
embarrassing here.
Yeah, I might.
+0.
Oh, hate it. Glojo.
I have to roll.
Make an intelligence DC 15 or DC whatever saving throw.
Oh, 20. Alright. I realized that I was in the stink pit also.
It's like I think it's like a cone blast. The last time one of these went off, it stunned Pipe Rifle and almost ate his brains out.
It's fine.
Glojo, you take 20 damage, psychic damage, and are stunned.
Damn.
I think that'll automatically knock out Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, I'm stunned.
Can't concentrate while you're stunned.
Pipe.
You.
Can you make another DC, another intelligence saving throw?
Sure. My handy dandy D20. Yeah, it's a 5. That's how Lexi does it.
Better than a 2.
All right, you take 11 psychic damage and are grappled and stunned.
Something my rage can't save me from.
You know, we previously described Overshield Does psychic damage apply to that, or does psychic damage like bypass the overshoot?
I believe
It just, I think any damage goes to your temporary hit points.
I'm looking for a reason for Pipe Rifle to be hurt for stealing from me.
Nope, not yet.
I think he's gonna get his brains eaten out. So
Glow,
Yeah, like-
mediator.
grappled.
Blue, your turn.
so is this thing physically grappling Pipe?
Yeah, it has tentacles on its face.
Okay.
Hasn't this happened to Pipe every time a Mind Flayer shows
Yes,
up?
it has.
They
gonna
love
try-
my brain. They love my big sexy
I'm
brain.
gonna take another crack at levitating the Mind Flayer ogre.
Okay.
It has to make another DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
And it uses another legendary resistance.
Gee.
Fuck this guy.
Igor put the iron boots on this one.
The legendary resistance makes he just chooses to succeed, right?
Yeah. If he basically
Yeah.
he gets a chance to roll, and then
He
if he
chooses to
fails on the
succeed.
roll, he can choose to succeed, but he only gets a couple of those per day.
He's right, but he's used two.
He's used to because he doesn't.
I just wanted to make sure I understood how it works.
Yeah.
That's
I think this is the first
Yeah.
time that you guys have actually run into legendary resistance. So basically, it's like a boss power that lets them just decide to be bullshit.
well, I mean,
But it's in the rules, so
it's so you have to die a few times in order to actually land a CC on significant boss character.
pretty much, yeah. So somebody like Quill can't just stun lock like the person that you want to have like an epic battle against for 5 turns while everybody else just destroys them.
Yeah.
You can only do it for 2 turns in this example. Also, it's Quill's turn.
Okay, I'm going to hit this guy. And since he is still stunned, I get advantage.
That's true, yeah.
So my
The
first
difference
attack.
that makes.
First attack is 26.
Hits.
And damage is 9. I would like to attempt to stun him again.
Okay.
DC 14, con.
He
Yes!
does not succeed.
Alright, next. I'm gonna hit him with my staff again. That is a 23.
Hits as well.
And just 6 damage on that. And then one more time for a punch. And you're not going to believe the advantage I rolled on that. I kind of want to take a picture. Both D20s are 20s.
Those will hit then. Yeah.
So I rolled one. So one of them is... I forgot the damage on my punches. Alright, so it's 7. Ooh, plus 6. So 13.
All right.
And he's stunned until the end of my next turn again. You guys having fun up there?
I mean,
It's all under control.
Guy hurls 2 more zombies at you from the body pile.
Thorns.
Hey, doesn't this go better when the Warlock is support you and make distractions so that We can fight the enemies intelligently and stuff.
Is that what we're doing?
Is that what's happening?
I mean, it seems different than last time when you guys approached the gate and melee fought everyone at range.
Quill, this guy shoots an arrow at you and hits you.
I'll admit there's a lot of red X's on the board for how much.
You are correct.
damage we've
Can you
taken.
roll damage though?
Not very much.
Yeah, and deflect missiles because it's a reaction, right? And where you rolled back around, so he does no damage.
All right. Pep rifle.
Do I need to make a save to get out of being grappled?
You are stunned until this grapple ends, actually. So, zombie's turn.
What? I guess I'll have to go back to eating more Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, you got Sour Patch Kids?
I got a 5-pound bag of Sour Patch watermelons when I was the only thing that came up on Amazon when I searched for Sour
Oh,
Patch.
yeah, that sounds dead.
So I bought it. It's my
You're
quarantine
the one
snack.
that told me the secret of drinking ice cold Sprite with the Sour Patch Kids.
I don't know.
This
I
thing
will
misses
give
you
it a
with
try.
its turns. Luther,
You must. It will change your life.
Would bonking the ogre with the spiritual weapon affect the grapple at all?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bonk him
Maybe.
anyways. It's just,
Bonk.
it's a 18 day.
Oh, my fucking teeth are gonna fall out by the end of this quarantine because all of my snacks are candy.
5 radiant damage on the ogre.
Seriously, Pipe, get the Sprite like as cold as possible.
How hurt does the super ogre look?
Like, just on its very last legs.
Shit.
I think I'm getting close, Adam, but I have Fresca in the house, so it's
Wait
still
a
a
second,
sparkling
on
citrus.
its
But
previous turn when it did all that shit, it didn't do the Spirit Guardian save.
Oh, shit, you're right.
maybe they just burst out of his chest right now.
So what do we got to do for that again?
It's a wisdom save.
All right. That is not a very smart ogre, so. $13.
Fails. He takes 6 radiant damage.
Okay, that on top of the damage that you just. So the damage you just did, when you add it to the krill damage, is enough to kill it.
Fuck you, Igor. Also, the zombie has to make a save that we skipped over. Which are what attacked pipe rifle.
Zombie fails.
They'll take 8 radiant damage.
Man,
blast
those.
And with my action, I will use Channel Divinity, Turn Undead, and present my holy symbol. And all these fucking zombies have to move away from me with dash actions now.
Quick, what is your holy symbol? Go.
I believe it said it was like just a little box of like.
He flashes them.
But those zombies have to run away now. And fuck that ogre and fuck everything else. Fuck the pond. Fuck all those dead shark bitches.
What about the police, Bob Bill?
Movement
Fuck
away
the-
from Bob Dole will be at half speed because they're still slowed by the thing.
Oh, which thing?
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians will slow their
Oh,
retreat
no.
from him.
Half speed on those two. Conflicting holiness.
So I think he'll get an opportunity attack against one of them.
At the dash, they have no reactions. They just have to. They're just idiots.
How far do they have to run from you?
Let me check. 30 feet. Wait, no, that's the range. Yeah, they have to move within 30 feet.
Well, it has to use its turn to move as far away from Dole as possible. It has to use the dash action, and
Okay.
they all have to try to dash away from Dole, but they're slowed by the Spirit Guardians.
This zombie wasn't in Bob Dole's range and has like tried to stay outside of the magical bullshit.
So the first one that leaves his range is subject to an opportunity attack.
This one is 20 feet away, so it has to run away. Is it within Spirit Guardian range roll?
15 feet. No.
Okay, so it runs up over here and starts. Woo! I think it can't even move that far. It's fucking.
Zoidberg's out of the way. Oh, is there another zombie that's been hanging out there this whole?
It keeps throwing zombies. There's a real lot of zombies, so it's fine.
There's a big pile there.
No, I meant this guy up here. I didn't even notice.
That guy's still hanging out up there.
Yeah, he
We'll continue to fling zombies at us.
caught on a stump.
Okay, it's this guy's turn next to Bob Dole.
Yeah,
You
each
got a
zombie
20.
has to make a wisdom save. I don't know if you're doing that before their effect.
Take Spirit Guardians damage first.
All right, so it fails the Spirit Guardians and fails the runaway thing and runs to here.
It's 18 radiant damage.
18?
It's 3d8.
3d8.
All right, well, this zombie fucking survives one of them.
Spirit Guardians is such bullshit.
You just get like skeletonized by holy weed.
This thing fucking drops dead as it runs away from you.
Disintegrates as it runs
The next
away.
one failed the Spirit Guardians, but passed the fear thing, so it gets savaged by Guardians right next to you. Roll for damage again.
This roll is 16.
It doesn't really matter that it passed its save because it also gets fucking savaged by Spirit Guardians and drops dead right next to you.
I imagine it's like one of those carnival games where you have to shoot out a target with an air rifle, and it's just like these little holy blunts just whipping through people, punching holes in them, perforating.
Glojo Sharksbane, your turn.
Does stun end?
Do I have to do something?
He was stunned. That's right. Your stun ends because that guy was dead. He's dead now.
He was
Um,
brutally murdered?
Your stun ends at actually you have to make a saving throw. So make an intelligence save throw.
8.
According to this, you are still stunned, actually. But I'm gonna allow it. You're unstunned at the end of your turn, anyways. Mana, your turn. Adam. Stop dying from corona.
Yeah. I couldn't get the shit to unmute. Advantage only works on rolling for hit, right? Is that right?
Yeah, so if you wanted to hit pipe rifle, you'd have advantage.
All right.
Hooray!
That's almost what I'm going to do. I am instead going to... I'm going to go ahead and target the stunned ogre, so I should have advantage. So I'm going to roll this twice. And then...
Dead.
Yeah, because they're two separate attacks, so I should
Yeah,
get
there's
two
there's
rolls
another
for each
ogre
attack.
up, down by me,
Yeah,
lower
that's fine.
left.
We're just gonna play until like 2 a.m.
Oh shit, yeah, we are pretty late. We could when we make it
Could
back
be.
to the when we make it back to the mediator, we can stop there if you guys want.
All right, I'm rolling. By
That
the way.
might work.
This is with advantage. Jesus Christ!
Oh, nerd.
Did land advantage there. Do it again.
Wait, that was wrong. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing there. Okay, so this is the other hit. Okay, so how do you want to handle it?
Wow,
There you go. Yeah, it makes up for it.
So do I get one crit with one Eldritch Blast and then the other one missed?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then it's if my damage is 1d10 plus 3.
D10
No,
plus
No,
3.
2d10 plus 3.
D10 plus 3.
2d10 plus 3. Okay. Boom. 2d10 plus
Joe
3.
knows because he crits all the time.
Wow.
Welcome to
this
the
game.
2-3, motherfucker.
Fuck this game.
The
In the
2-3 gang. Better than the 1-1 gang from earlier. Forever F.
Damn, this guy can't throw a log that far. He's also stunned, so.
That's the first time I've critted in forever, too, by the way.
We're actually all the way through the turn order now because that guy is stunned. And that guy is dead. So if we want to call it here, because we're about 20 minutes past midnight Eastern, we can resume in next session.
What do you guys think?
People have to go. They have to go.
I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
You want to do at least? You want to do one more round?
One more round. It just seems like we're not anywhere near finishing.
Going a bit longer.
If we go one more round, that will give Bringer the opportunity to bust something out of the lake. Because I'm sure that's
And
going.
we can leave on cliff.
Otherwise, that would just happen the first turn next week. Like,
Is the ogre, the log ogre down here, still stunned?
Yep.
Log over.
Yes, until the end of Bean Troll's turn, I guess.
If we're still going, I'd like to.
At the end of your turn, Bean Troll, like you can stun him one turn, then you get like advantage on the attacks before he unstuns.
Yep.
Damn.
So if that ogre is stunned, I'd like to shoot a firebolt at him with advantage.
Oh, whoops! I forgot to do one. Yeah, you can do that, but I got to do one thing real quick.
Are you finding the sprite for the hideous like monster?
No, I forgot. I forgot to make the last hostage do a saving throw for when she got blasted by that cone.
Oh,
She saved.
That's 6 intelligence.
You're a peasant.
Clever girl.
They ain't no
Could be seven.
book learners.
13 plus 7 is 20, Bringer. 20 hits.
20 does hit.
Or 8 damage on the ogre down here.
Okay. Quill.
Okay.
Can't believe that lady's still alive. Holy shit.
She's been through a lot.
I'm going to attack the ogre
with
with my quarterstaff with advantage. That is 17.
That will hit.
And 9 damage.
That will do 9 damage.
Alright. Trying again. Another 17.
Also hits, believe it or not.
Yep. That is 6 damage, and I'd like to spend my key point to try and stun him for the next go round
You
again.
don't need to because the 6 damage from
Okay.
your bow staff kills him.
Alright, so what do I want to do?
God, these guys
Can I
got to move.
can I
That guy
see?
hit me over the log that did like 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was that, but then after
That was a thing.
That's
That
why I
was a lot.
sprinted down there, because something needed to stop both of them from attacking everybody from behind. Can I see
like
what's over
the
here,
log throwing part. Damn it.
Bringer?
Yeah, 1 sec. There's nothing over them.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me see. I haven't moved in a while. I'm trying to figure out who's alive. There's 2 zombos up here. There's a zombo throw man.
There's this guy, right?
Yeah, but he's up there. I'm not super worried about him. He literally can't do damage to me, so I'm not really worried. God, it's such a fucking mess up here, but I guess I probably should go this way.
You can attack this boulder with a huge dick over here that's being censored.
I mean, so the other thing
Oh, I see it.
isn't there I hate to
I
say
believe
this,
it's a rock troll, but the censors have clued us in.
I hate to say this, but isn't there an archer in that tower that should have been taking pot shots at us this time?
He has been taking pot
He has
shots
been.
at you.
He's been taking pot shots at me the entire time, but I have a any missile. Yeah, so any missile, if only one person shoots a missile at me each turn, they basically can't hit me because it's 1d10 plus 10 reduces the damage to 0.
It's been ridiculous. He keeps
Yeah.
hitting Bean Troll and then like rolling for like 4 damage. Mitchell's like, nah.
And I just deflect it. I just knock it away.
I
Nah,
imagine
I'm
you
good. I
mocking
don't
him
want
with like
that.
perfect pitch like chicken noises.
That I'm not even going to attack him and try and protect you.
Yeah, no,
it's-
I'm actually
it's
going to
been
move
fucking
up.
ridiculous.
I'm going to move up towards mana. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to move up here for my movement. Because it makes more sense than going around and letting actually 2 people try and shoot me, because one of them might actually hit me, since I can only do that once. And that's the end of my turn.
Crystals move.
I'm sure they didn't, and also don't worry about it.
Yeah, pay no attention to what's happening in the fucking lake.
They're just a bunch of like Bayonetta style like sigils made of glowing energy.
If Bayonetta appears, I'm on Bayonetta's team. Fuck you guys.
Second.
Adam's very clear about his Bayonetta versus other allegiances.
Make no
Look,
mistake.
if he showed up and started fighting my buddies, I would be like, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side. Because Bayonetta's fighting my friend. Can I
She can see Russia from her house.
Can I join up with you? Tina Fey. Oh god. Give me a Tina Fey as Bayonetta spread, please.
God damn it.
EGM. Get on it with your
Sarah
swimsuit
Palin did that
issue.
Dancing with the Stars as Bayonetta was her thing. Remember that?
I hope you're not kidding, but I think you are.
Will's turn is over. The enormous ogre that is partially rotting moves towards you guys.
Well, hey, it's away from his ammo pile, so that's good.
How far away are you from this guy? He's got a disadvantage because you're a little too far away. And unless your AC is 15, he misses.
Is he attacking?
Being troll. Is your AC 15 or better?
Oh, sorry. Who attacked? Oh, the archer guy. It's 17, so he misses anyway.
He misses.
That poor guy.
He's not having a great time. Pipe, your turn.
I've been stunned. Am I no longer stunned?
You can make a saving throw again to unstun yourself.
And what is the save?
It is an intelligence saving throw. Roll it, please.
Oh, right. Then no bonus roll.
You are unstunned.
I'm so fucking not stunned. All right. I've been sitting here watching zombies explode all around me from ghost attacks. Is this still a zombie still up?
No, he died. I think. No, he's
It
still
says
up.
he's
I don't know whether
he's
fucking
after me in the
hurt.
turn order.
Yeah, he's still up.
Well, he's all right.
He
I'm
actually
gonna
hasn't
attack.
had a chance to run away from Luther yet because he's right before Luther in the turn order.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to attack him because I don't want an opportunity attack. But also, I'm not raging anymore because I didn't take any damage for a full turn or do any damage while I was stunned. So I'm just going to do a regular attack, and then I'll save my rage for when I run over. Get the
So you do get 2 attack swings on these.
yeah, they're just not +5.
Raged.
And they're
So
not
that will hit with the first one, and also the second one.
nice. All right, I get to do. That was actually not my correct roll either. Jesus Christ. I was thinking of something else. I don't even know where +3 came from. It's a +6 no matter what, but no, it's +3 for damage. That was where I got confused.
Let's put more blood on those.
I hit him anyway. 13 and 12. 25. Yeah, I have to fucking
He is dead as shit.
I have to lean over these crystals to hack him to death. I'm sure the blood is just pouring. Somebody disconnect.
He's
There's
a
a lot
zombie.
of
He
it.
shouldn't have blood.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
shit sort of showing up in the.
Zombies don't have blood.
All of his bone dust falls on the crystal.
Gross dark blood.
All right, so if I attack, can I then move? I guess.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a little ways away from the water's edge and a little closer to this zombie, but not gonna walk up to him and wait for my turn.
Luthorb.
Yeah.
It is thy turn.
Okie doke. I am going to. I'm gonna move my blind. I can only move it 20 feet, so I'm gonna move it 20 feet towards the flesh ogre.
Moving your blunt to where?
As close as I can to the flesh ogre.
Please, the Zomboger.
20 feet.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna move over here.
Corpses are getting squirrely.
I'm gonna move up here and let's see. And I'll just shoot a sacred flame at the flesh ogre. Dexterity save.
It is not great. And just failed it.
That's 12 radiant damage.
All right. This thing makes a beeline that way, but it can only run 20 feet because it's a zombie.
This horn's running away from Dole.
This thing makes 20 feet because it's that way.
God damn.
We're just outside of your fucking sacred guardian bullshit range.
Should I move closer? Damn, I misjudged it. Oh,
Put that damn holy symbol away so we can actually fight
blinded
these
by my
things.
own giant blunt.
Glojo, your turn.
All right, I gotta use another new hunter's mark. Or am I still stunned? No.
You are no
Yes.
longer stunned. You have to use a new hunter's mark.
All right, I'm gonna use a new hunter's mark. I'm gonna.
I think technically you were still stunned, but I don't
know. Anyway, I'm gonna use this big guy
I'm
over
a
here.
benevolent god.
I'm gonna shoot him twice because I hate him. I'm throwing
You big
zombies
guy?
at us. I haven't done anything about it.
I like the zombie throwing.
That zombie's gonna
15.
bite mediator.
Nobody tosses a zombie.
I like how Bob Dole is basically herding as many undead as he can towards Mediator and Adam.
It's one zombie.
It's as many as you could.
Sure.
Where's the lie?
Do either of those hit?
I'm on top of
The
a bunch of
15
rocks,
hits.
right?
Actually, sorry, the 10 hits as well.
Shit.
You're shooting the big one, right?
In the big guy, yeah.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Alright, so 14 damage. The thing.
All right, Manor Del Rey.
Okay, so what is the relative height of the platform, the guard tower versus the rock? Can I climb the guard tower to the left of me, see over the rock, and see the abomination guy?
It wouldn't really give you that great of a peek.
Okay, all right, then instead of doing that, I am going to stay down here. I'm actually not going to move, and I'm going to wait to see if I kill this guy, but first things first, I'm going to Eldritch Blast that Zorm.
Okay.
All right, so that's that. Wow, a 1. Great. Okay, so 1 hits. Let's see here. Scroll down. I'm hitting the Zorm with this. Fuck this game. What is happening? I assume I do not kill the Zorm with a 1. Is that fair?
You do not kill the Zorm with a 1.
Technically a 4, but yeah. All right, fine.
Oh God does not favor you tonight.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm using the remainder of my turn to back into the corner a little bit more to get more distance for the Zorm. All right, turn over.
All right. And then it is. That guy's dead. All right.
I did 4 fucking damage. Jesus Christ.
Dice are hot.
Fucking hell.
Hot dice.
From a makeshift area underneath the wagon, a familiar individual arises.
Ooh, I wish that was the turn ago so I could fucking blast him in the head.
Marshner! Stop! Stop!
Oh.
Marshner!
Mediator. Fireball this fucker. It's your turn.
I knew it was you, Igor.
Do not even give him a chance to say anything.
He's the best bud.
Our team
Yeah,
tried to shoot first questions never.
Close, though. They were best buds.
Show the
Your
strength
wagon
I
pal.
showed on the little girl in the forest.
Yeah.
Be the decisive actor.
I'm deferring my action because I'm feeding the baby right now. I'm just listening.
We need to.
I mean, we could also stop right here with
I
Igor
was gonna say,
showing
does
up.
that mean this is the time to stop?
Maybe,
It's probably for the best. Yeah.
It's probably a pretty good idea. We can
We did
pause. We can hit the
Igor
pause point right here because we've already gone like at least half an hour over time.
Oh.
Look, Igor's done some fucked up shit, but he. How many people have had?
We gotta kill him now.
He's a friend.
Igor will not live to see another game day. I'll put it that way. Whether